What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? My fault. I had to do something real quick. What y'all got going, man? Early this morning, man. Just say, whack 'em, upload, happy vibes. Whack 'em, upload, happy vibes, man. What are they talking about? Whack 'em, upload, happy vibes. Straight up. Early morning, early Saturday. My poster came a little bit earlier, gang. But I thought I was going to work, but I guess not. So, guess what? I said, well, it's time to clock in on the Tuesday. Yeah, straight up. Straight up. Straight up. I said, it's time to clock in. It's time to clock in. Straight up. What y'all got going this morning? Y'all cooking breakfast or what this morning, gang? Y'all let me know. Y'all burning up the eggs, grits, sausage, bacon. Y'all burning that shit up this morning, I understand. Light that trash up, man. Light that trash up this morning, man. Yeah. If you don't smoke, that's cool. That's cool. You ain't got to. You ain't got to do that to be part of the show. If you pull it up, whatever you do. Get your coffee ready, whatever you got to get ready, get it ready. Get your water bottle, orange soda, orange juice, whatever you got to get it together. Mm. Get it together. Straight up, W, everybody in the bill. What's up, Lala? What's up, AM? Lala, your name just like I got a moderator named Lala. No cap, I got a moderator that name Lala. So I never forget your name. You came over here last night. Yeah, you came over. What's up, Sticky? We got Sticky in that bit, man. Sticky, icky. Ooh, ooh. I got a pocket full of cash. Just seen a. Alright. My fault. My fault. My fault. I'm the original. Oh, this. Why you in a mod? This another page? Did you this another channel? Maintain it. Just like I say, maintain it. I saw I just maintain it. I did not know that was you. I did not know that was you, Lala. You must got another channel. No one I ain't noticed you last night then. No, I'm just no. It's another Lala. I got another Lala that's over here. She was a moderator for me. She said I'm the original. But are you just saying okay, but you just saying you the original. Okay. I see what you saying though. Yeah, but I got a day one Lala that been over here. No cap, I got a day one. I'm completely serious, man. Come on, man. I'm not your damn master.
We have got to the point where literally
Hold up.
anybody.
Hold. What? I'm completely serious. You gotta get up out of here, Justin. We're gonna get Justin up out of here early in the morning, guy. Let's get Justin up out of here. I'm not your damn master. What he said on life, I'm not your boss. I'm not none of that. We ain't none of that. We ain't none of that shit you watch. You heard they said on Friday. We ain't none of that shit you watch. None of it. Straight up. We're gonna make this money. You gonna watch your temper. Yeah. We're gonna make this money. You gonna watch your temper. You gonna treat people right. You gonna act right. You get your ass kicked out here. What did he say? I ain't gotta watch shit. Get the lights up, gang. We finna jump into it. We finna jump into it, gang. We finna jump into it. I know y'all like, damn, we gonna jump into it. We gonna jump into it. Y'all know I got let the neck bones marinate. She likes my style. You gonna see her over here. Don't worry about it. She got her own channel too. She be doing fruit stuff and vegetables and stuff over there on her channel. Shout out to Lala though, for real. Shout out to Lala. Yeah. Shout out to Lala. Workout plans, the mindset. She don't just do fruit and vegetables. She do it. She do it all, man. So if you, she'll be over here though. You'll see. Just check out. She spell her, but she don't say go hard on hers. Yeah. Straight up. Yeah. Yeah, salute my boy Sticky. Sticky still in that bit. We got that little bro there, man. Shout out to little bro, man. That's little bro there. Mostly big bro to me. Yeah, that's big bro to me. He's my little bro, but that's my big bro to me. Straight up. Straight up. All right, y'all. Let's get into this live game. We ain't here to waste no time. We ain't here to waste no time this morning. We ain't here to waste no time this morning, man. Uh, yeah, I'm still okay. Stick still in that bit. Stick still in that bit. I tell you what. Let's jump into before we jump into anything. Let's jump into this Keefe D update. Now Keefe D, they saying you denying role in the Tupac unaliving. Bro, you forgot that you sat up there and told us everything? You must forgot about that. You did interview after interview after interview. Interview after interview, interview after interview, interview after interview. Now you trying to say, oh no. Why would I unalive our money? Why would I unalive our money? Let's get into this real quick. Get the lights up, gang. Let's get into this real quick. Then we got to get into this story with a lady with a hammer. Yeah. The lady with a hammer. Yeah. Let's get into this right quick though, gang. Let's see what he got to say.
Microphone on, Davis. Due to security, that's why we've included subtitles.
The trial surrounding the murder of rap legend Tupac Shakur nearly 30 years ago is just days away. We were given the rare opportunity to sit down with the man at the center of it all, Dwayne Keefe D. Davis, face to face while he waits here in jail. Did you have anything to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur?
No, ma'am. I wasn't even in the matter. I wasn't in the matter, period.
Do you regret the book and
You
the
said you
interview?
was there, gang.
Yeah, I was just after the money, and they
Bro,
said it was covered.
you was a liar. You said you was there. You did all the fucking interviews. You said fucking nephew. Let me stop. Hold up. I don't use so much profanity. You said your nephew had his hand out the window. You said he passed the gun to old boy. You said no. Old boy said no, not me. You do it. No. You scribed the jail like that. You said old boy passed the gun to old boy because he was scared. He didn't want to do it. So he passed it over to him. Oh, no. Here you go, bro. You do it. You said all they seen, and then you described, they described too, they seen a big arm out the window. Who big arm was that? I ain't saying it was your arm, but somebody that was sitting beside Orlando Anderson either passed him the weapon or somebody passed Orlando Anderson the weapon in the back seat. But you was in the car with them niggas. That's what you said. You told us this. How I know this? You said this in multiple interviews, Keefe D. Now you want to back out. No. I ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, right, gang. You went on a rant.
You know what I'm saying?
Get the lights up, gang.
But did anyone tell you maybe it's not a good idea to do that?
And wrote a fucking book.
They might arrest you after they hear you
Thank
say
you.
that or read it in
And wrote a book.
Like, did anyone close to you say, not a good idea?
That was the ghostwriters. I didn't write that book.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you did.
I know Winston Churchill, Frank Sinatra. Just read the book. You know I didn't write that book.
Yes, you did.
You know what I'm saying?
You were promoting it.
The last thing, the lady, she gave me $150.
But then when I was watching the interview this week, and the way you sort of go through it by play. Like, then this happened, then this happened. It's very believable.
They wrote me a script. I followed. My lawyer came.
Yeah, right. They ain't write you no
Somebody
damn
came in
script.
there with them the whole time.
When you were talking in
Hold up.
this interview
Hold up.
about
He
Tupac's
talking
murder
about,
and
he talking about they wrote him a script. They didn't write you no damn script.
believable.
They wrote me a script.
And what the hell that is on top of your damn head right there? What that is on top of your damn head? You got some white chalk on top of your damn head. Get the lights up.
Came with the script. Seemed like he was in there with them the whole time.
When you were talking in this interview about Tupac's murder and when you were doing this book, were you considering maybe his family at all?
No, I just did it for the money. You know what I'm saying? Trying to be on that. But it's wrong. It's just wrong. I'm innocent, man. And they said, yeah, Chris. I haven't been around that stuff since like 89. I stopped that stuff. Pulled up my pants.
Yeah, right. Stop the cap,
I'm
QVD.
not no leader, no Crips, none of that stuff. That's wrong. They just trying to make their case look good or something. He's a leader of the Crips. He's way up there in the Crips. No, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? There's no color line. I'm messing with Bloods, Crips, everybody. You know what I'm saying? I was just one the leader of the Crips. I helped him like get that record company together. You know what I'm saying? And why would I kill the guy that's making us the most money?
You did it,
You know
gang.
what I'm saying? That rapper.
You told us you did it.
Why would I kill our money? It don't make sense. She'll not even tell you that I did.
Has the DA's office offered you any plea deals, and would
I thought,
you consider
hold
a
up,
plea
wait,
deal?
wait, hold up, wait, wait,
I'm not gonna
wait,
tell
wait,
you.
wait, hold up, wait, back up right quick, back up, wait, ain't no fucking way. I thought Tupac was down with the Bloods and Keefe was down with the Crips. I'm confused. Why he say, why would I unalive our money? I don't get the way he said by that. Y'all explain to me what he meant by that, gang. I thought Tupac was down with the Bloods. One shoot them Bloods and one Orlando Anderson them Crips, right? I'm tripping. I might be tripping, ain't it? Hold on, let me see. I might be tripping. Let me see.
Consider a plea deal.
I'm not gonna take no plea deal because I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 63. I had a cancer battle.
Hey, y'all get the lights up, gang. There's too many people in here for to be at only 5 lights, gang.
The average American lives to about 74 years old. 10 years, I'm dead. So, what I don't like taking to jail. You know what I'm saying? I heard it was like something from 10 to 25. I'm not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna take a deal like that. Especially after I had a gun. I'm innocent, man.
How concerned are you that you'll be convicted after this trial and you won't get to spend your final years with your family?
Hold up. Well, he said, why would I kill our money? Didn't he say that? Hold up. Wait.
I'm gonna be alright.
Did he say that?
The average American lives to about 74 years old. 10 years, I'm dead. So, what I don't like taking to jail. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
I heard it was like something from 10 to 25.
Wait, did he say it already?
Has the DA's office offered you any plea deals, and would
Hold on.
It's making us the most money.
Okay, hold on. Here you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Here go the part right here.
Get that record company together. You know what I'm saying? And why would I kill the guy that's making us the most money?
Us? I thought you was against Pac though. Wait, y'all. I'm confused, gang. Y'all help me out in the chat, gang. Y'all help me out. I'm confused. How in the hell that's your guy?
That rapper back then, why would I kill our money? It don't make sense. She'll not even tell you that I did.
has the DA's office offered you
You know
any
what?
plea deal?
You know what? He might be right, gang. Cause get what? Suge Knight did come out and said Keefy D is a liar. He did come out and say that now. I'm gonna be real.
And would you consider a plea deal?
I'm not gonna take no plea deal because I didn't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm 63.
I'm just going off of what I heard in them damn interviews, gang. He told us he fucked him and his nephew them did it. I'm going off of what he said. This ain't shit something that I made up. This is shit he was saying. He was going around writing books and shit. Doing movie scripts. Writing movies, all type of shit about it. He didn't. Tupac still, yeah, right, man. Tupac is unalive, man. If you think Tupac is still living, you really is a bird box. I'm gonna be honest, no cap. You actually think you can hide that good from the public eye? Stop it, gang.
And I got 3 stitches to my heart. And the average American lives to be about 74 years old. 10 years, I'm dead. So, well, I don't like taking no deal. You know what I'm saying? I heard it was like something from 10 to 25. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to take a deal like that. Especially after I haven't done nothing. I'm innocent, man.
How concerned are you that you'll be convicted after this trial and you won't get to spend your final years with your family?
Yeah, I think the Ninth Circuit Court is going to let me go. I think they're going to let me go because it's not right. I'm going to be all right, though. Because God upstairs, he got me. And he know I know this. Yeah. And I hate I put my family in jeopardy like this. So that's one little regret I have.
Jury selection is scheduled for August 10th. Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
Davis is now represented by defense attorney Michael Samft, who was not originally representing him. 8 News Now investigators interviewed Samft. You can find that on our 8 News Now Plus app.
Talking about who on the live? Pop. He was never seen again. Yeah, of course he's not seen again. He's unalive. He's gone. Orlando Anderson is gone. Remember they came out and said it was Orlando Anderson. You don't know that? Bro, stop it, bro. Come on, man. Do we have to really jump into this? This ain't even the topic. I just added this into it. No cap. Do you really want to try to jump into this game? Everybody tried to say that man gold. Everybody tried to say he on the island and all that. That man ain't on the damn island, gang. He on the island, all right. Y'all sit there and believe anything. How in the hell did he survive all these years without no money or nothing? Bro, ain't no way that man survived all these fucking years like that, bro. He had to get his money some type of way. Some type of way they would have tracked that nigga was still living, bro. I don't care what you say. They would have tracked that. I don't care what nobody say, again. They would have tracked it. I don't care what you do. I think y'all watch too many damn movies. Y'all watch too many movies. That's why I stopped watching them, because I stopped, fucking with my head, too. I ain't gonna count. That's why I started watching movies. It started fucking with my head. I said, you know what? I gotta start watching these damn movies, man. No cap. Be honest with you. And put my mind in real life. Hold up. Wait. You mean to tell me Tupac still living? Yeah, right. Anyways, that's you, Keefy D. That was you doing all that damn talking. You've been doing all that talking, been just talking and talking and talking and talking. Now you want to say, oh, no, it wasn't me. Yeah, right. But let's get into this Florida woman, gang. Get to this Florida woman. Unalive her sister husband with a hammer. Yeah, you heard me. A hammer. Yeah, she ain't have a stick or nothing. She ain't had no stick or nothing. She had a hammer. Bob the Builder type shit. Yeah, she was on some Bob the Builder shit. Let's go though. Let's get into this.
Did, did Mr. Woodley ever rob himself, I guess?
Yes.
How frequently did he do that?
This happened twice.
You said that the victim in this case assaulted you or battered you as a child and molested you, correct?
Yes, he
You said that your husband did at one point, correct?
Yes.
You said that multiple service members did, correct?
Yes.
You also alleged that your brother did, correct?
Yes.
You also alleged that your cousin said you as a child as a gun, correct?
Yes.
And did you ever try to kill your brother?
No.
Did you ever try to kill your cousin?
No.
You did, however, become final with some of the members of the servicemen you used, correct? And you ultimately stabbed someone?
Yes.
Fam, today we talking about a woman who's facing life in prison. But before we get into this case, I want to ask you a question. How many years do you think somebody should get if they killed the person they claim as Adam? That's the question at the center of this Florida case. Over the last 24 hours, Journey McGrew took the stand and gave her account of the night she killed her sister's husband. During her testimony, she was questioned by both the prosecution and her own defense team. Now, as this trial heads towards the closing arguments, the jury will soon decide whether she's guilty or not guilty. If she's convicted, the court would also determine what sentence she should receive. One of the biggest issues raised during this trial is the timeline. The prosecution questioned the amount of time that passed between the alleged SA and the killer. They also pointed to other allegations she previously made against different people, including her husband, her ex-husband, and her cousin, and challenged the credibility of those claims. Does that automatically mean these allegations isn't true? No, but the prosecution argues it's something the jury should consider when deciding whether her testimony is reliable. I'm not here to make that decision. I'm here to present the facts. Today we're going to step inside the courtroom, listen to her testimony in her own words, and go over what prosecutors say happened that night. Her sister's husband was killed with a hammer, and we also discussed the note left on the scene and a handwritten note written by her on his chest, while also paying our respects and why that note has become an important part of this case. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I won't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Listen. If you ever wish
Alright,
came
alright.
sooner, this might actually help.
Okay,
It's a
okay,
banking
Ray
app
Charles.
current with a bunch of useful tools.
Alright,
But one of
Ray.
the main tools
I ain't got no damn
is
plan, Ray.
a metal hammer covered in blood,
Hold
along
up.
with bloody
Ooh.
footprints, blood-stained
Ooh.
clothing,
Wait,
and a pink
alright,
notebook
alright, at
inside with
GTA.
a green highlighter.
At
beside it.
GTA.
Evidence appeared to trace
said
a path
too much
through
in
the
there.
apartment into the bathroom, where the hammer was recovered from the sink. Jacksonville Fire and Rescue pronounced Willie dead at the scene. A medical examiner later determined his death was caused by multiple blunt force injuries. According to investigators, McGrew's father told police his daughter called
Multiple blunt force. Oh yeah, he did something. That nigga did something. Multiple. Oh, that mean you were angry. If you were multiple blunt, like that mean, like if they say blunt force, that mean you put like some inf in it. Y'all gotta understand when they say blunt force. I'm talking about. Y'all gotta understand that. Yeah, that's what type of shit that was.
before officers arrived, saying Willie had come to her apartment demanding sex. She told him that when she refused, he grabbed her and she struck them with the hammer. Her father told her to hang up and call.
What I said, I knew it. I fucking knew it. But I tell you, the blunt force, that sound like. All right.
911, then contacted authorities himself. During questioning, McGrew told detectives that Willie had been grooming her and abusing her since she was 8 years old. Investigators, however, also reported that just hours before the killing, McGrew had sent Willie messages expressing regret over how she had treated him and invited him to her apartment. The two reportedly went to local stores, drank together, and returned to her residence at around 1 a.m. At some point after return, police said McGrew retrieved a
Nah,
hammer
bro,
from her closet.
he too
She
skinny
later
for that.
described an encounter at the door where Woolley embraced her in a way she characterized as aggressive. What followed ended with Woolley fatally injured behind the stairwell.
I
Investigators
appreciate
have
that,
described the
please.
situation as complex to say the least. While McGrew alleged years of grooming and abuse, background checks found no official criminal record for Woolley related to child-esque offenses. Authorities also believe McGrew may have lured him to the apartment based on messages sent earlier that night. Johnny McGrew was charged with second-degree and tampering with or concealing evidence. She initially pleaded not guilty in August of 2025, but later entered a guilty plea before ultimately declining that as well. On the last week of July 2025, towards the ending of her trial, she took the stand in her own defense, and this is what she had to say.
Swear or affirm that the testimony you are about to give in this case will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. All right, ma'am, before we begin, please go ahead and tell us your full name and record.
Journey Donation McGrew.
Thank you, Mr. Lynch, whenever you're ready.
All right. How old you just how old you currently?
I'm 22.
Okay. And what is your date of birth?
12504.
And who are you from?
Jennifer and Victor Owen.
Okay. And do you have any brothers and sisters?
I have 2 brothers and 1 sister.
And what are your brothers?
Victor and Tiffany.
And Owens? What are your sisters?
Monique Chambers.
All right. And how much older is or who's the oldest?
Monique.
And then who's the next?
Victor.
And then
Tiffany.
that is the baby.
Yeah.
How much older than you?
She is about like 10 or 12 years older than me.
Okay. And how do you know, or how did you know Mr. Wood?
She is his boyfriend. Well, he is her boyfriend.
So so Mr. Woodley dated her. How much older than you is Mr. Wood?
Like 20-something years.
And how much older than Monique is Mr. Woodley?
Like 10-something.
How old were you when Mr. Woodley started?
I had to be like maybe 10.
Okay. Is that how old Monique would have been?
20.
Hey, Sticky crazy, man. What the hell you doing? What the hell you doing in that hammer car?
At any point in time, your family lived.
I just woke up beholding it.
And
I forgot about that, Sticky.
My mom, my dad, and both my brothers.
What you doing in that damn hammer car?
and who was the primary breadwinner?
I think my mom and dad both had jobs.
I forgot about that. That's
Mr. Woodley had
what it was, Sling Blade situation.
No, just
at any point,
If y'all ever saw Sling Blade,
did he touch her?
hold up, let me just pause it. Have y'all ever seen Sling Blade? Y'all might don't know. Y'all remember Sling Blade? This is a Sling Blade story. Yeah. Remember Sling Blade? When he said, what you doing that goddamn, he said, what you doing that damn hammer car? He said, oh, I just woke up beholding it. So that's what she did. She just woke up beholding it. No cap. Get the lights up.
How many times?
this happened a lot of times. Like most of the time when I would be sleeping at my sister's house, he would touch me.
Okay. And how old were you when it started?
13.
Did he ever touch your vagina?
Yes.
Outside of those or
Well,
how many times do you think that happened?
this also happened many times.
Okay. Like 2 or 3 times a month or more frequently?
More frequent than that. Every time I would stay at my sister's house, he would touch me.
And how often did you say your sister?
A lot, because sometimes we would live with her too, like a couple months at a time.
So, Mr. Woodley had a position of outside of your vagina?
Yes, sir.
And did he ever have sex?
No.
Apart from touching your vagina and your breast, did Mr. Woodley show you pornography?
No.
Okay. Did he make comments
Yes.
about sex?
Yes.
What kind of comments?
Like, I want you so bad. He would mumble things as well, but I can't really like make out. But he just mumbled things to me, and yeah.
Did he ever make comments about inappropriate relationships?
Yeah, he used to show me news clippings of like an older woman being involved with a younger boy, and he would try to debate with me about how he didn't think that it was wrong, and asking me if I thought it was wrong.
And this was around the same time that he was molested.
Yes.
That nigga sound like he was sick.
Did Mr. Woodley ever rub himself against you?
Yes.
How frequently did he do that?
This happened
Rub himself against him.
twice.
Was it your understanding that all this conduct, Mr. Woodley, was brewing you to have sex?
Yes.
When did you first tell someone about this?
I told my family when I was like 20 years old.
Okay. From the ages of 13 to 20. Or I guess another question is, when did this behavior stop? When did you leave the house?
I left the house when I was 16 because I went to live with my boyfriend, and that's when it stopped because I wasn't at the house anymore.
Alright, and the boyfriend you're referring to is still
You left the house when you was 16? Dang, that's crazy.
Yes.
Who later, you later here?
Yes.
How old were you guys?
I was 19.
So you left the house at 16 and lived with Savon and his mother?
Yes.
And then how was that relationship with Savon?
It was okay.
How was your relationship with Michelle?
We wasn't really close. We didn't really talk as much.
Hey, double tap that screen if you're new to the channel, gang. And hit the sub button. What we doing?
Did Mr. Woodley, from the ages of 13?
Why I don't see no super chats? Why I don't see no gifts? What we doing?
No.
Why didn't you tell him?
Because we would be living at their house, and I didn't want like us to be homeless if I told him people like what he was doing. And also, like my sister had a whole life with him. Like I didn't want to like ruin her life.
Oh, you talking about Keefe D? Okay.
People at that age, is that correct? Who else did you tell?
I told my mom and my dad, my husband at the time, and also before I told them, I was speaking to my friend about it as well.
What's up, E?
Yeah.
And did you tell them your sister as well?
Yes, I did.
What's up, Rachel?
2024.
What's up, Willie? What's up, everybody in the back?
Yes.
Oh, yes, sir.
We just need an answer with yes or no.
W to everybody.
And is it true that your sister responded by saying that he pays the bills?
She said that she needed him because he was paying bills and stuff. They had like kids and stuff.
So what did your sister and your mother advise you to do with this information?
My sister just told me to block him on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nobody told you to report it.
No.
They all told you to hold off on reporting.
Yeah.
And that was because he was financially supporting the members of your family.
Yeah.
And then after you, I want to go kind of back to your family timeline. And you, from the ages, while this was going on, this started at 13, had you ever made any?
I tried, but I couldn't find a therapist.
Did you continue to take that pregnancy?
I did.
Alright, and I want to ask, and you took that pregnancy for almost a year, right?
I'm not sure how long I was taking.
Okay. I kind of want to ask the question, this happened. You were diagnosed with bipolar and PTSD in August 2024, correct? And you started taking that pregnancy then, right? I want to fast forward to July 2024.
was right to March of 2025.
Okay. So you weren't able to take it in April and May of June, right?
Yeah, I wasn't taking it.
Why weren't you taking it?
Because I had got divorced from my husband, so I no longer had insurance. And also before that, I couldn't find a therapist that would take my insurance when I did have it.
And as we talked about, since July of 25, maybe early August of 25,
Yes,
consistently.
yes.
Did you notice a difference in your mental health when you were taking Zyprexa during those months?
At first I felt normal, but then I started getting paranoid and thinking that cars was following me and talking to God and stuff.
Okay. When you say you're talking to God, can you just describe what that is like?
Just speaking out loud to God.
What about loneliness? Did you ever feel like impacted what you consider loneliness?
Yeah, it was like, I was kind of very like superstitious.
Alright. Can you describe some of those loneliness?
Like for example, a cup falling is bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about cars?
Cars, like, it would be like nice cars following me. That means like God was listening to what I was saying. If I seen a car, specifically like a Charger, that was like God.
And you've since been going to therapy there at the jail, correct?
Yes.
And has that helped you identify some of these paranoid episodes as delusions?
Yes.
And do you understand now that the omens of the cups and the cars and that any religious ideas of God speaking to you are paranoid?
Yes.
But from in July of 2025, how bad were those paranoid?
You said 2025?
July this year.
I feel like it was, this time around it was worse because like I was just feeling like people was coming to get me and I was like barricading myself in my room. One time I had left the house because I thought the pizza man was somebody who was sent to my house to see if I was there so they could hurt me. So I just started walking in the middle of the night out of the house.
And you invited Mr. Woodley over on July 7th.
Yes.
Why did you invite him over?
So I could report him, see what he did to me, so I could do something about it, like go to the police with evidence.
Okay. And when you invited him over, did you have any intention to go?
No.
When you invited him over, how did the conversation go?
Like what do you mean?
Like, so you invited him over, well, I guess let me ask you this. You said you invited him over to report him. What did you use to get him to come over?
I told him that we could have sex.
Okay. And why did you take that?
So
Come over, did you ask that?
oh shit. Oh shit. Wait. So you agreed to having sex with him? You agreed? You agreed to it? Ho. Okay. I'm confused a little bit, but let's go. I'm confused a little. I'm just sitting here listening. I'm listening, watching, and plotting. I'm sitting here listening, watching. I'm watching the chat, and I'm watching her ass. No cap. Because what you just said, hold up. You agreed to it, right? Hold up. But let's go.
Yeah.
That still don't give him the right. That still don't give him the right. Did what he did. But let's go. Let's go, though. Let's keep going. Maybe I'm tripping.
Yeah.
So you knew that he would come over?
Yeah.
And in fact, he did, right?
Yeah.
Even though you are his sister-in-law?
Yeah.
And even though you're, how many years younger than him, did you say?
Like 20.
He still came over?
Yeah.
When he came over, did you have any conversations about having sex?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
And how did you...
Hey, y'all, let's get to 100 likes, gang. Fuck at that. Let's get to
The
the highlights,
conversation
man.
that we had, it was,
Y'all donate to the platform. I don't see no
me telling
gifts
him
or
I
super
wasn't
chats
ready
flying in
yet,
this bit.
and he started getting upset with
We in
me
here early
because
morning
I wouldn't have sex
on a
with him right
Saturday.
now when he wanted it.
Okay. And how much did you weigh at that time?
153 pounds,
Okay. And how much do you weigh now?
242.
Alright. So you came to me in the jail.
Yeah, because of the medicine and stuff.
So you were almost 90 pounds lighter.
Yes, sir.
How big was Mr. Wood?
He's like 6'2", maybe.
Okay. So he would have been much bigger than you.
Yes, yes, sir.
Alright. So he got upset because you went past with him?
Yes, sir.
And you all got into an argument?
Yes, sir.
And then what did he do during the argument?
Hey, appreciate that, Bleep.
Well,
Appreciate that sticker. Sticker came through with the damn 10, man. What are they talking about?
he turned
Appreciate
around and
that
he
sticker.
grabbed me.
And
He came through with the 10, man. 10 super chat.
I was
Y'all follow
scared
Sticky
because he kept
footsteps,
saying
man.
things like,
What y'all
it's
doing?
like you want me to rape you.
Sitting over there
And
drinking
stuff
coffee
like
and
that,
shit.
so I didn't know what he was going to do. And then he turned around and he grabbed me.
We
And that
chilling.
made me feel scared, too.
were you experiencing any other paranoia at the time as far as the omens that you had referred to earlier?
Hey, what's up, Blue Ash?
Yes.
Good morning to everybody, man.
Like, as far as the car,
Salute to everybody
I
in
took
that
a
bit,
right
bro.
charger, and I thought that was God telling me that I was doing the right thing.
We finna jump into the Nolan Well case after this, guy.
Yes.
After he grabbed you, what happened?
Man, get your ass out of
I
here,
just
bro.
started swinging with the hammer.
Get up out of here.
And you had
I don't need you over here. I'm telling you.
the house before.
I be feeling like Lil Baby on that bit.
Why did you do that?
Moving fuck niggas out the way. No, he say fuck nigga. My bad, my bad. He said moving niggas out the way. My bad.
What was gonna happen? And yeah.
So he grabbed you and then he turned around, right? And you started swimming.
Yes.
Do you remember how many times you swung? Do you remember calling 911?
I remember calling 911.
Do you know why?
Blue Ash say I see the numbers up, love. Salute the Blue Ash, man.
You
Salute the Blue Ash.
we've gone over the medical examiner report, right?
Yes.
So you're not denying that you did significant injury and harm to the
No.
Do you remember what you were thinking about happened?
I just didn't want him to get unhurt me.
Okay. Was this a moment of panic?
Yes.
And was it a moment of paranoia?
Yes.
You've heard Mr. Woods' family speak today, right?
Yes.
See them behind you, in front of you, right?
Yes.
Is there anything you would like to say to them today?
I am sorry about what I did. I know how much I impacted your family and also mine. Yeah, I'm really sorry for what happened.
We at 39 lights.
Recognize.
What we doing?
Therapy, all right? You've been doing therapy in the jail, right?
Yes.
Has that helped you cope with your trauma?
Yes, it has.
Can you just discuss that to the court?
The trauma or the therapy?
Told you that you were gonna be alright on here soon when you first started. Man, W Blue Ash for real. For real, for real. You said it. All y'all said it.
And then also I have a group.
I still ain't what I wanna be at, Blue Ash, but I'm still humble. I ain't where I wanna be at. I'm still humble. I ain't where I wanna be.
And stuff like that.
Has that helped you cope with?
I still got a lot of climbing to do. No cap.
Has that helped you cope with what has happened with Mr. Wood?
Yes. Yes.
Is there anything else that you would like to say to the court?
Just that this was not supposed to happen, and I really wasn't in my right mind when this happened. I'm not violent, and I'm sorry for this situation.
Never happened.
started when I was 8.
So across it's 8, but on direct it was 10. And today you were able to give specific examples of what he did, that he did, correct?
Yes.
But never to the police did you describe those examples, right?
I don't think I did.
And in the text message with your sister, you didn't describe what you described today, right?
I described some things.
Right, you told your sister that he would have something against you, right?
Yes.
And that he showed you a video of the teacher and the student, right?
Yes.
But you never described that he touched your breasts, correct?
No, not in the messages.
And you never said that he touched your vagina, correct?
Not in the messages.
And you never described those specific instances.
I appreciate that gift, Patrice. Appreciate that gift, gang.
I said that he used to touch me, but I never got.
Shout out to Patrice. Shout out to little bro for the super chat. And shout out to Patrice for the gift. Uncle Alert. Y'all turn this bit up then. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit the super chat, hit the gifts. Everything is welcomed over here. I ain't the other bloggers. Everybody say, I don't want that. I'm appreciate everything y'all said over here.
No, most people knows about it.
I'm talking about the medical reports that were provided. It's only ever mentioned one time. Is that correct?
Like, what do you mean?
Only one time did you disclose the abuse at the hands of Mr. Woodley. Every other time you mentioned abuse at other people's hands, but only once in the entire time you received treatment did you ever say anything about the victim.
Treatment in jail?
No, treatment for your medical records prior to.
I don't know them asking me about it yet.
They just didn't write it down.
I'm not sure.
You said you didn't want, the reason you didn't disclose to the police is because you didn't want your sister or her family to be without their financial provider, correct?
That's why I didn't disclose.
Good morning, Shade. Good morning to everybody in here, man. Salute to everybody.
Police, I'm not sure.
You said on direct you testified that your family told you not to disclose because your sister needed him to help provide for the household. Is that correct?
Yeah.
But you thought by killing him, that would solve the problem?
No.
You testified on direct that you had.
Hey, my goal is 100 likes on this live, gang. Can we get to that goal?
You told your therapist that it was in.
We only at 46.
So on direct you said.
I mean, we at 47 now.
Which you said today was at 13.
Yes.
But to your therapist, you said it was in middle school, which would have been during your use. Is that correct?
I was 12 in middle school.
You said on direct you stopped taking medication prior to the murder because you didn't have insurance. Is that correct?
Yes.
But you testified, or you told Dr. Ritter that the reason you stopped taking your medication was because you, quote, felt better, you were motivated, you started a new job in school. Is that correct?
Both those things can be true at the same time.
But you didn't mention that you didn't have insurance.
I think I did, but I'm not sure.
On direct, you said you were suffering from paranoia, meaning you were suffering from, you were imagining things that weren't really happening. Is that correct?
Yes.
You said you were barricading yourself in your apartment because you were afraid of people outside, correct?
That was coming to get me.
But you invited someone into your home that night, correct?
Salute to Scotland.
Well, what?
Salute to everybody, man. Everybody that rocking with Savage
You
this
were
morning.
afraid of everybody and barricading yourself, but you invited the victim over, correct?
Yes.
On direct, you told your attorney that when you invited him over that night, you did not have plans to kill the victim, is that correct?
Yes.
When you told Detective Doctor in your interview that in fact you had thought about killing him, but you didn't know if you were going to. Is that correct?
I don't remember.
Today, you talked about the victim who was at your home making statements threatening to rape you. Is that correct?
Yes.
But you never told detectives about any of that at your interview tonight for murder, correct?
I did, I think.
You told in statements that the victim threatened to rape you?
Like what he said when he was like, it's like you want me to rape you, I told that.
You would agree that at the time he first struck the victim with a hammer, he was outside of your home, correct?
Yeah.
He was at the sidewalk of the parking lot, correct?
No.
No. So the blood that occurred at the sidewalk, how did that happen?
What's up, Slim?
I hit him in the
Salute to everybody in there bit.
but
Tiny,
that's not where it started.
Gorb,
So you
everybody,
struck
man.
him in your
All
doorway
y'all.
first,
Yes.
and
I
then
just
you
try not to talk about the video
through
game.
the breezeway to the sidewalk, correct? And you followed
Salute
him
to
there,
everybody, guys.
correct?
Yes.
Still continuing to hit him, correct?
Yes.
And afterwards, you don't know how many times you hit him, right? You dragged his body back under the stairwell, correct?
Yes.
You testified that he was bigger than you, right?
Yes.
But you were able to physically drag his body, yes?
Yes.
You then went inside, yes?
Yes.
You changed your clothes, yes?
I took a shower and then changed my clothes.
In order to hide the evidence, right?
No.
You didn't want to wash the blood off your body?
Not to hide the evidence, just because I wanted to lay down. And when we were in my room and lay down, I realized I had blood on me, so I went to the shower.
You didn't call 911, right?
No.
You changed your clothes after that shower, right?
Yes.
You washed the hammer sitting up there. You washed the hammer off, right?
Yes.
You cleaned out part of the bathroom, right?
No.
You wrote a note about the victim, right?
Yes.
You went back outside and put the note on the victim's body, right?
Yes.
Still have called 911, have you?
No.
You then go back inside and call your parents, or you call your father, right? Did you tell your father what you had done?
I don't remember what I said to him.
You remember what the hell you said to him, gang. Stop it.
I don't think so, because I didn't know if it was.
You saw his brains laying on the sidewalk, but you didn't know he was dead?
Man, come on. Come on, Biggie. I see, I'm just sitting here listening. I wasn't trying to pause it and then, but shit like this, I have to pause it. Bruh, you seen that man Matter and Tomatoes. You seen in GTA, you seen Tomatoes everywhere. And you didn't even think he was unalive? You said, oh, no, he ain't unalive. Ain't no way he unalive. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no freaking way,
You
bro.
called 911 eventually, right? We heard that call today.
Get the
4 minutes and 43 seconds.
Bro, we need 100. Fuck this. Hit the like button right now. Everybody in here, hit the motherfucking like button right now and hit the sub button. What is y'all doing? Just sitting back, eat snacks and shit. All type of popcorn, oatmeal pies, all type of shit. Bacon, eggs, drinking coffee, rolling up that trash ass Reggie. Hit the motherfucking like button, man. How many lights we at? 59 lights? Alright, bet. Bet. Let me go hit this real shit. Yeah. While y'all smoke on that Reggie. We finna get back to it. And we gotta get into this Know the Well case. Let's hop into the Know the Well case right after this game. We're gonna finish this up and then we're gonna hop to the Know the Well case. Salute everybody in that bit though, for real. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Who would want to smoke Reggie all day fucking life? I just gotta be honest with y'all, man. Who would want to do that? Who would want to smoke Reggie all day life, man? That'd be crazy work, man. Hey, let's get back to this. Let's get into the Know the Well case, man.
Do you ever tell the 911 dispatcher that there is someone needing medical aid outside your door? Do you?
I said I didn't need anyway.
Correct. But you just testified you didn't know he was dead or alive. And when the 911
So this some low value.
asked for medical
Okay,
rescue,
bet. Let me go through here and block everybody
potentially still
that's talking
alive
shit.
bleeding out outside your door, did you?
I didn't
See
tell her
that.
because she asked if I needed
Anthony,
the ambulance.
how you gonna have my
You
name
volunteered
in
even just
this spit
bludgeon
like that?
somebody with a hammer repeatedly, did you?
No.
Because you didn't want to get caught, correct?
She did what? Hold up.
I just,
Wait. She did what? Wait.
Do you ever tell the 911 dispatcher that there is someone needing medical aid outside your door? Do you?
I said I didn't need anyway.
Correct. But you just testified you didn't know he was dead or alive. And when the 911 operator asks for medical rescue, you didn't tell them there was someone potentially still alive bleeding out outside your door, did you?
I didn't tell her that because she asked if I needed the ambulance.
But you didn't volunteer.
You know,
Bludgeon.
hell no, you ain't need the ambulance. He needed more than the ambulance. What they said, July Sticker said, and Sling Blade. Yeah. Matter of fact, remember when Sling Blade, when he got on the phone, he said, send the ambulance and a hearse. Yeah, straight up.
Stop
Yeah, you ain't telling me you beat him with the hammer repeatedly
I just,
at GTA.
I didn't know what to say on the phone call.
You didn't know to call 911 someone needed help.
I don't know what I was thinking in that moment. I'm not really sure what I was supposed to say.
You were able to report what happened to you, correct? So you were grabbed.
Yeah,
You were able to inform them that you didn't need aid, correct?
yeah,
But you didn't think to tell them that someone might be dying outside.
no,
Never occurred.
no.
And you previously accused your ex-husband of sexual battery with the military, right?
Yeah,
But then you withdrew that complaint, right?
yeah,
And you accused another man of sexual battery, correct?
yeah.
And I don't know, I wasn't there, but that claim ultimately was unfounded, correct?
Because they couldn't find who he was.
Well, they did in fact interview him, right?
No, they couldn't find who he was.
If I were to show you the reports where they interviewed him, that would be.
Oh, that probably was a different guy, because it was more than one military person.
So you said that the victim in this case assaulted you or battered you as a child molested you, correct?
Yes, he did.
You said that your husband did at one point, correct?
Yes,
You said that multiple service members did, correct?
yes,
You also alleged that your brother did, correct?
yes,
You also alleged that your cousin molested you as a child as well, correct?
yes.
And did you ever try to kill your brother?
No,
Did you ever try to kill your cousin?
no,
You did, however, become violent with some of the members of the servicemen that you used, correct? And ultimately stabbed someone?
yes.
Your Honor, I don't believe her.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Allison. Would you write, Mr. Lynch?
Sure. Mr. Monroe, did Mr. Woodley touch you from the ages of 13 to 16?
Yes, he did.
Frequently.
Yes, he did.
Your vagina.
Yes,
On your
yeah,
on your breast.
yeah.
And you said that you stated that the grooming started at 8, but the fact didn't start until 13, right?
Yeah,
Both of those things can be true.
yeah.
When you refer to the grooming, you refer to his conversations about how it's
Like him, like kind of flirting with me and stuff.
right when you were 8 years old.
Yeah,
Ms. Allison said that you weren't a child when you first attempted to. You were a 12-year-old middle school. Would you consider that a child?
yes,
Ms. McGrew, prior to July 2nd, 2025, were you mad at Mr. Wood for what he did to you?
I mean, I was upset that it happened.
Right. What were your feelings about
In my feelings, I felt like, I mean, he was my abuser.
right? So you didn't like him,
Mm-mm.
and you didn't wish well for him.
No,
But you didn't, and you may have even wanted him, right? But you didn't have anything to enact that,
no,
right?
no.
Misleading title.
That you
No,
didn't
we
remember
finna get into the Nolan Wells shit.
sexually.
Just for you saying that, get your. I ain't gonna curse cause I'm trying to keep the blood pressure down, and I'm trying to keep my channel straight. Let me get you up out of here though. You don't know how we run my channel over here. I don't think you know.
You reviewed your interview, right?
Yes,
Were you thinking clearly at that time?
I don't think so.
Were you on your medication?
No,
And was this was immediately after a traumatic event that happened to you as well, right?
yes,
All right.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Lynch. Ms.
great.
Now, fam, it's not too much to say after that, right? I'm gonna let y'all let me know how y'all feel about this one. It's a lot to take in. I mean, sure, these things allegedly truly happened, and I can understand why some people may sympathize for what she did. But if this is something that could have been avoided, she lured this man there to ultimately do this, you can understand how that can make a lot of people upset
Hey,
as
what's
well.
up,
I'm sending
Willie?
11 prayers to anyone who was affected by the story we just talked about. Like we always do, just to bring the awareness, get you guys' thoughts, and make sure we stand on top of these cases while paying our respects. Fam, this was the story of a Florida woman at just 21 years old. You can tell she's stressing. Killed the man she say S.A.'d her since 8 years old. She'll learn her sentence today, no later than Monday on the 3rd. And I'll give you guys an updated post on that. As of now, let me know how many years you think she should have, if any, in the comments. Also your thoughts. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And today, I'll catch you guys on the
That
next
was
one.
a crazy case, though. Well, where's hold up, who that was in here?
On November 16,
Hold up. Who that was in here? What his name was?
regarding a suspected fraud.
What his name was? Who that was? Ty Terrell? Yeah, Ty Terrell. We finna get into the Nolan Well case. Oh damn. You ain't gonna be able to comment no more. Damn. My bad, my boy. I ain't mean to do that. My fault. We finna get into it now, and you said you opened your big mouth. You opened your mouth, gang. Well, don't worry about it. You just catch me later on or something. Catch me later. Nah, you probably they say 24 hours for you, so you probably have to wait till tomorrow. Come back tomorrow and type again. If you type something else, you're gonna be gone again. Yeah, I give you 24 hours. I ain't gonna block you from the channel. I just give you 24 hours just to think about it. That's it. If you come back the next day, I don't hold grudges over here. I just give you 24 hours just to think about, you know what, give me a day to think about what I said and what I did. If you want to keep acting up, 24 hours, 24 hours, 24 hours. I give you day after day. I be like, set it off. You remember at the end? Day after day. All right, bet. Let's get to another wheel shit though. Don Lemon crashes out on your boy Stop 6. Racial narrative, Nola Will case. Let's get into this first. Then we got some more stuff we're gonna get into with this Nola Will case. Let's go.
Nonsense that what's his name? What do they call him? His nickname, Race Batum Tatum. Whatever he's talking about, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. Because I don't think anything about you. I don't even know who you are.
You can't act like I'm illegitimate. You can't act like I'm not putting in the work. You can't act like I'm not a journalist when I have that much following. We have 40 million views a month on our YouTube plus, and we got 200 million views a month on Instagram. That's not through osmosis, my man. I'll tell you guys about Synergy.
Nah, chill out, Stop
energy
6.
drink that's clean.
Hey, that boy
75
Stop 6
milligrams of
ain't playing, boy.
nootropics that
Hold up,
help
get the
you
lights
with
up. Alright,
focus so you don't crash and all that crazy
fam.
stuff in your drinks. You don't need to do that.
Hold up, wait.
Over time, it's going to destroy you.
That's enough. That's enough,
Threatening something.
fam.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about. I don't even know who this dude is. I met him at a conference. We were in a room together, and it was just bizarre. So he's talking about something I don't even know. I looked at like the beginning of it and I said, this doesn't even make sense. I don't know what he's talking about. And I choose to spend my time wisely. And
now the only reason that I didn't just completely blast him is because in part, I want to keep a private conversation private. Now, Don Lemon knows exactly what I'm talking about. I will give him a hint. He claims, I'm not doing this for the money. And this is what stood out to me and why I lost respect for Don Lemon even more when we were at this conference, because he says, I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for the money. And the question that he asked of the YouTube staff regarding things that makes him money was off-putting to me, because he had made mention, I'm trying to not, forget these people. Let me tell you what it is. It was associated with memberships.
Okay, go ahead, Stop 6.
You know what I'm talking about.
Go ahead, Stop 6.
It was associated with the membership program.
This is Stop 6.
Membership program. We were there to talk about the membership program. And let me tell you what lame stuff this fool did
at the conference. That's why he's such a wankster, and these people are such liars, and he looks uncomfortable talking about me. We at the conference, me and him supposed to be on a panel together to talk about memberships, to talk about to the crowd of YouTubers what we learn in order to be prolific and be able to do things for our audience that have them engage in our membership programs. They decided that I was one that did the membership program really well. Young Turks was there. Somebody representing Rashawn Ryan was there. Somebody representing Tucker Carlson was there. It was a whole bunch of people there. And so they wanted to know from me and Don Lemon what things that we've done to be successful in our membership program. They called me on the phone before I flew out there. They said, you and Don Lemon on the panel. Now, I don't like Don Lemon, but I don't.
Y'all gonna leave my boy Stop 6 alone now. Nah, I'm just playing. Get the lights up, though. Get the lights up. Let's go.
Here, I'm a grown man. I don't care about being on a panel with somebody. As long as the homeboy ain't trying to touch me.
Uh-oh. I ain't Stop 6. I ain't Stop 6.
This is what he did. Don Lemon is sitting in front of me at this conference. I'm here. Don Lemon is sitting in front of me with his assistant, or whoever this lady is, with a mask on. She had a mask on. You're like, what the man?
But it's Stop 6, bro.
All right, so anyway, our segment is getting ready to come up. Don Lemon walks out of the room. YouTube had to put a random person on the panel.
He stopped 6 in the motherfucking car. That's how many.
Want to sit on the panel with
Stop
me,
6.
he don't
He
even know
stopped
who I
6
am.
in the fucking car.
So we do the YouTube thing. Unfortunately, this girl on the panel, and she don't add any input because she's not even supposed to be on the panel anyway. She was a random YouTube worker that they had to put on the panel to replace this nut job. And then, because he's a wankster, he didn't know I was going to be in the second meeting, which was a private meeting, with only like 4 people in the meeting, with some of the YouTube executives. We go back in there. He comes in the room looking like a scarecrow. Because he see, you know when you face the people that you talk trash about and you see him in person, and you're a wankster, so you got butterflies in your stomach. That's what he had when he saw me. Now, I didn't say nothing disrespectful to him, even though I don't like him. But I just kept it kosher. Me and him didn't have a confrontation. But he said some things in there about his membership program, and I'm like, bro, that's a little, to me, you contradict yourself when you go, I'm not looking at the money, but you asking them questions about certain things that I think will enrich you in that area that I think is unnecessary, that I would never do. But I'll leave it at that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm not trying to disparage nobody. I'm just saying, bro, don't get out here trying to say I'm making money off of this and I'm doing it for money. When one of the things that you said shocked me about, why would you say that, dude? That's kind of like grimy a little bit, in my opinion. It's not illegal. I don't think it's wrong. It's just not genuine, in my opinion. Let him finish.
And to keep my peace. And so, but sometimes things just fall right into your lap. And I don't even have to do it. The Lord works in mysterious ways. So whatever that nonsense that, what's his name? What do they call him? His nickname, Race Batum Tatum? Whatever he's talking about, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. Because I don't think anything about it.
Sure, that's why you're talking about me on your show right now. So keep talking about me on your show. Come on, keep it up. All right,
I don't even know who you are. I didn't know who you were until they said, are you okay with this? And I was like, sure. And then I looked, I was like, oh, this dude, I've never seen him, but wow. So I don't even know who you are. And so what I'm going to let my friend, by the way, who I'm going on tour with, D.L. Hughley, speak for not only me, but for a whole lot of people. I don't even have to do the work. Sometimes you just don't have to do it. So I will let D.L. Hughley, and this is, unless there's something really offensive, I don't even know if I'm going to respond to whatever, to that. Because I believe you don't even, sometimes you shouldn't even speak people's names. You don't cast your pearls before swine. But I'll let D.L. do the work in regards to Race Batum Tatum. Hello, friend D.L.
All right, so what we did was, y'all already seen this clip of D.L. Hughley talking trash about me, so we kind of accelerated it because we really want to hear Don Lemon's response. But while he's quoting the scripture, how about you write down this, Don Lemon, Romans 1:27. How about you write that scripture down and regurgitate that on your platform next? Since you think you know scripture, you talking about God putting stuff in your lap. He didn't put that man in your lap, did he? Okay, that's what I thought. All right, let's go and listen to the rest of this and hear his commentary on this. Roll it. Oh, Hughley.
This is Brandon Tatum.
Y'all just see
What I want to know is who the fuck?
I run a podcast solo. No producer, no editor, no tech skills, just Riverside. I get high quality podcast recordings right from.
Taught you to hate us. Thank you, DL. That was on DL's show, Uncertain. Go check it out. It's on YouTube. DL Hughley, Uncertain. And also...
I don't think y'all want to do this. They're talking about me. Look at DL Hughley's. He got, what is that? I have 13 times. Nick, is that the right math? I got 13 times the following that DL Hughley has. And DL Hughley been doing this before I was alive. Let's continue. Roll it.
Oh, I'll give you our tour dates coming up after this because we want to educate people about what's going on, and for people like Brandon Tatum. Let me just tell you this, because DL reminded me of something. I'm not going to be chastised by a child. I'm not afraid of a child. I don't care what you say about me. Yeah, you were 5 years old when I started doing this. I've been doing this for a long time. You know my name. I don't even know your name.
Man, chill out, man.
I ain't never.
That man said he was 5 years old,
really
gang.
care.
Chill out. He ain't do stop six like that, did he?
You can't even see yourself.
Not stop six.
It's embarrassing.
He been doing this since I was 5. DL Hughley been doing this since when I wasn't even alive yet. But yet I have almost 13 times
Look at that
amount
boy,
of followers on YouTube.
That
people
boy
that support
popping
me
it.
and follow my channel. I've amassed that much subscriptions on just YouTube.
That boy popping it.
And y'all been around for your whole life and only been here for what, 6 years?
Oh, that boy
7
popping
years.
it.
And then
I
this
just
fool
started.
said he was doing this since
I've been
he was
here
5.
what?
I got
I've been on
3 times as many people follow me
I've been
on
on
my social media
YouTube for
platform
what?
than he
A
does.
year?
I'm not saying it's all about following, but you
Well,
can't
going
act
live
like
for about a
I'm
year. I've been
illegitimate.
dropping short for about 2
You
years.
can't act like I'm not putting in the work. You
I've been
can't
on
act like I'm not
No,
a
I've been on
journalist.
YouTube. I don't say a
When I
year.
have
Probably say
that
I'm
much
going live
following.
for about 10 months.
We have
11
40
months.
million views a month on
I
our
say
YouTube
9
Plus.
to 10 months.
And we got 200
Hold
million
up, wait.
views a month
Wait,
on Instagram.
this nigga popping it.
That's not.
This boy popping it.
You've
Hold
been
up.
doing this since when I wasn't even alive yet. But yet I have 12 times.
Hey, y'all, let's get to 100 likes,
13
gang.
times amount of followers on YouTube, people that support me and follow my channel. I've amassed that much subscriptions on just YouTube. And y'all been around for your whole life and only been here for what, 6 years? 7 years. And then this fool said he was doing this since he was 5. I got almost 3 times as many people follow me on my social media platform than he does. I'm not saying it's all about following, but you can't act like I'm illegitimate. You can't act like I'm not putting in the work. You can't act like I'm not a journalist.
Lala, man.
When I have that much following.
Hey, it's the other Lala in here. Hey, Lala. Here go the real Lala right here.
200
I
million
told
views a
you.
month on Instagram. That's not through osmosis, my man. That's because I put in the work, and that's because I got a great reputation. That's because I'm doing the right thing. Y'all, you had the backing of CNN, a multi-billion-dollar organization, and you still can't amass real people that want to listen to what you got to say. They fired you. And you've been working for the white man, I don't know how long. I work for a black man. You work for a white man. And the black man is me, and the white man is the man that's at your house right now, and then the other people you used to work for. Roll it.
You should just peruse and go through and see what's up. Not that you have to care about public sentiment all the time, but my God today, sir, I've been doing this for 35 years, and you know my name, and everybody knows my name, and everybody knows my career. I got to the top of my craft and still am there. What do you do? What did you do? So,
real quick, let's just, y'all keep this mark on your calendar. In 35 years, if you had to bet money on it, do you think that I would be more successful and have more of an impact in the world than Don Lemon Juice? I'm already ahead of him in 6 years. I'm 39. So I don't know the math. He said he'd been doing it for 35 years. So I was 4. I was nearly my son's age when he started. And look at how much ground I've made up. And I never worked for a corporation. Never worked for a major corporation. Nobody gave me nothing. I built this from scratch. Now what you got to say, bro? You got CNN I almost said pumping you up. No weirdness intended. You got CNN on your back. I mean, pumping you up. I mean, I don't know what to say without it being gay, but you got CNN supporting you, and you still where you at. Come on, bro. All right, let's get to the next thing. I think this next clip is probably not a full story worthy.
Shamika Smith, where you
throw this
from?
out there for you guys, so
You look
what's
like
going on.
you look like you really that.
As we can see
Shamika
right here
Smith.
in the clip,
you look like you really
I think we
that.
got it on the
You're a
screen.
small bubble, but
Is that
all right, let's get back to the show. My bad.
Warren's
I'm
stepmother,
gonna be quiet.
Miss Cole, Judge Cole, is getting death threats, and this person, I believe, just got arrested for it. So all this hatred and all of these lies and aspersions that you guys are putting towards the judge, her son, and all of this is leading them to get death threats. They're not getting death threats just because they exist. They're getting death threats because you guys are lying on their names. You're insinuating and putting out there that they had something to do with Nolan's death and they're covering it up. It's videos of y'all saying there's a cover up and all of this, bruh. And now people trying to kill them and they're going to jail. I think that Judge Cole, I think that Warren's family, they have a lot of grounds to sue some of you because nothing that you're saying is rooted in evidence, and you have every reason to believe that what you're saying is a lie based on what has already been presented to the public, and then wait till the police reports come out and these kids are cleared. Y'all gonna be bankrupt.
I'm sick. Y'all gonna get bankrupt. Messing around with the mess around. Y'all, I can't remember stop. Let's get back. Let's really get into stop six right quick. Let's really get into stop six with the Nolan case, man. For real. Let's really get into it. Let's really get into it. Let's really dive into it. Let's stop effing around. Bump all the bickering. Let's see some more little bickering. Hold up. Let's go. Nah, this is what I gotta say. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save it. We're gonna save it then. Let's go to this right here. Let's go to this one right here, gang. Let's watch this one. Right here, man. Watch this one right here. This is from
when you talk about all the things that have been spread, there is this officer, I hate mentioning his name, a former officer who's a far right wing, who's been doing the interviews. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna comment on Brandon Tatum. No.
Oh man, we've been in here an hour and 26 minutes. Oh man, we got some content to show. I ain't gonna count to y'all. We got some video to show.
Happy with anybody who wants to share their
Let's get to 100 likes,
get
man.
into the truth of what happened to Nolan Wells.
You want unity, but you're not talking to nobody and you just making up lies. Sometimes the greatest acts of heroism doesn't happen on the battlefield. They happen inside an ordinary home. That's what the film Our Crossroads is about. This is an inspiring true story set in rural Ohio in 1969 about a young couple who gets a life. I'm gonna be respectful to his mama.
God dang.
But I do have criticisms. When you watch this video, you're gonna see why I have criticisms. Roll the clip.
When you talk about all the things that have been spread, there is this officer, I hate mentioning his name, a former officer who is a far right wing, who's been doing the interviews and has been saying, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna comment on Brandon Tatum. No.
Time out. Do you guys find that kind of suspicious or interesting that Don Lemon said, I'm not gonna mention his name? Fair enough. If you don't want to give a person publicity, if you don't believe they're legitimate, you won't say the person's name. He said, I'm not going to say his name is this officer, right? Then mom gets on, and you would think she would say, I'm not talking about that dude. He's irrelevant. He's not worth my time. I'm not talking about this guy you talking about either. Why would she say Brandon Tatum? She put my full name out there. And in my personal opinion, she wants people who hate me to come out and know who I am and search me and do all the other stuff, but refuse to address specific things that they're saying that I'm saying. And they have never addressed some of the things that the boys have said. You have not heard them address the phone thing. You have not addressed them because Warren said that he told Nolan's mother that he had the cell phone and the keys. They have not said that he lied about it. They won't even talk about it. It came up on Chris Cuomo, and you guys will see that shortly. It came up on Chris Cuomo, and they pivoted. They didn't even address what Cuomo said. They just pivoted to something else. All right, continue.
I respect that, and that's the right answer for everybody. I believe, and I feel like because I mentioned him, I'm like, why did I even mention him? Because he doesn't deserve a platform.
No, he does not.
So the
mama against
the people, the young men
she against Stop Six.
They're saying they're his best friends. Some of them you said that
Nolan.
You know,
this is Nolan Well mama gang.
Nolan would be.
This is Nolan Well mama, as a lot of y'all know, but she sound like she is against Stop Six. It sound like Stop Six. I ain't gonna lie, man. It just sound like Stop Six ain't going for what everybody's saying. He feel like them boys is innocent. That's what Stop Six feel like. And the mama ain't rocking with Stop Six. Even though the mother came out the first time saying she didn't feel like this was unaliving. I don't know though, gang. But let's go. Let's get the lights up, gang. Let's get to 100 lights. We're at 81. Let's go, gang. Turn the bit up. What is super chats? What a gift set? What we doing? Come on, turn the bit up. Let's go. We got content to talk about, show, all type of shit.
Would somebody go
Let's
on
go,
and say
man.
that about a grieving family? But go.
We got shit to talk about.
Again, distraction. We're not even gonna address them or that man. We only want the truth. Again, at the end of the day, I'm gonna say it like I've been saying it. The only question we have is what happened to Nolan. That's what we need to know. That's it. That's all.
When you talking about all this,
I'm talking about Mama. I got a question for you. With all due respect, why then, if you want to know what happened to Nolan, did your attorney not talk to me before I ever talked to the other side? All right, we passed that point. Why? How come when Nicole or Ashley reached out to you via text, which she showed me, which we posted online, that you didn't respond to Warren's mother to even talk to her and get any information that she may have? The boys already have been investigated by law enforcement. We will not know exactly what they said for a time period, which could be a long time. I don't know. They got to go to grand jury and everything. So we will never know what they said to the police unless you talk to them directly. Why, if you want to know what happened to your son, would you talk to the people that last seen him alive? You're saying they saw him alive last. They're reaching out to you and saying, we want to talk. Let's have a conversation. But instead, you guys refuse to talk to them, refuse to talk to me, and then get online and push stuff that you have to later redact because you could have talked to them first and cleared it up, talked to their attorneys and cleared it up. You could have gotten all the boys' statements that have been compiled before the police put it out in the public, so you can have a clear perspective before you go out in the public. But they did not do it. You know what they did? The first thing they did before they talked to any parent, any person involved, before they talked to anybody, they went and got Benjamin Crump. And they went and got Benjamin Crump, and what are they doing? The day that their son is put into the ground, they go get his estate, establish an estate, and then prepare to sue. Now, if you don't know what happened, and you have not made a determination, all you want to know is what happened, then why are you prepping to sue people? You're going to sue them for what? I'm not prepping to sue anybody. I'm not acting like I know exactly what happened to Nolan. I'm just taking the information that's presented to me and saying, this is what they're saying. They show evidence of this. What do the other people got to say? But y'all already talking about suing people, already getting the state in his name the day he's putting the rest on his funeral. Because you're already looking at suing people in a lawsuit, and when you don't even know yet what happened to your son. But what's really happened is they already made up in their mind that they're going to blame these white boys. And so anybody saying anything to the contrary of what they're pursuing, they say, oh, I don't want to hear from this person. Oh, that person is illegitimate. Oh, my son wasn't friends with these boys. He wasn't friends with them? Maybe you just wasn't aware that he was friends with them, but according to social media and Instagram and photos, and him staying the night over their house, and him leaving his car at their house, and him going out to Horn Island with them, he's not their friend. Well, then, who is his friend? And why wasn't he hanging out with them and not these white boys when he's at home 3 or 4 days a week? No, they all just made this up. Hey, I'm not there. I wasn't there. All right, let him finish.
The father of one of the young men who's been speaking out has put up a $50,000 reward reportedly. What do you think of that, Ben or Elmore or Christine?
Yeah, we are happy with anybody who wants to share the objective to get into the truth of what happened to Nolan Wells. So we applaud it and we say, yeah, let's all work together to get answers, because we, as we've said continuously, Don Lemon, adamantly, somebody saw something, somebody knows something. I mean, and that's what you want, are answers.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that was true, then his dad put up a $50,000 thing. Why don't you talk to him? Why don't you ring them and give them a phone call? You're saying y'all all going for no. Why don't you call the man and talk to him and see what he know? Instead of putting out fake information about his child, saying that his child must have been involved, sharing his picture all over the internet with no information, then saying that he must have gotten into a fight when the coach, Nolan's coach, said that wasn't his voice on the thing. And you can't tell me that his parents don't know that that little boat scuffle wasn't their son's voice. But yet they let Benjamin Crump put that on the internet to frame it as if these white boys must have done something to him.
Y'all think they did something to Nolan game? Let me know in the chat right now. Y'all think they did something to Nolan? Let's get to 100 likes. We're at 85.
You want unity, but you're not
hit the
talking
super
to
chat, hit the
nobody, and
gifts.
you just making
Turn that bit up.
If you talk to these boys, if they at least attempted to talk to these boys, they'll know who was on the boat. And instead of listening to a doctored phone call with a made-up transcript, they could go and talk to each boy and say, well, what did you say then? Is that you on a thing? Okay, what did you say? Is that you? Well, what did you actually say? Is that you? What did you say? Okay, they're saying that they said this. Oh, they told this to the police. Then maybe we can chill a little bit on the accusations until we get more evidence. But that's not what they want. Let me just real quickly debunk a few things and let you guys know how I even got involved in this in the first place. And I'm going to demand an apology for some of these people who are out here lying on my name, including DL, some of these other fools, Benjamin Crump. They're all lying to you guys and being disingenuous about my position in this. First and foremost, let me show you guys evidence that I reached out to Benjamin Crump before I ever heard from Nicole, Warren, any of these people. I didn't even hear from them. I had no idea that they even wanted to talk to me. They messaged us, and I'll show you the email here in a second, but they messaged us on a communication thing. I forget what is it called? Contact form. We reached out to Benjamin Crump and them first. And they refused to talk to me. Let me show you the email. I think we got it pulled up right here. I'm going to read it to you. It says, Dear Media Relations Team, and this is directly at press@bencrump.com. And the reason we know this is his email because they responded to us after the 5th time, claiming that they didn't want to do any interviews, yet they went on Cuomo, and they also went on Don Lemon just recently. But let me read you what we said, and you tell me, is this reasonable, fair, and that this should be reasonable for them to at least respond to us the first 4 times. All right, this is the first thing that we said. We said, Dear Media Relations Team, I hope that you're doing well. I'm reaching out on behalf of the Officer Tatum, and this is my show director reaching out to them. reaching out on behalf of the Officer Tatum Show to invite Benjamin Crump, or attorney Ben Crump, to join Brandon for a discussion regarding the Nolan Wells case. The Officer Tatum Show reaches millions of viewers each month across YouTube, podcast platforms, and social media, with a combined audience of more than 3 million subscribers and followers. Given the public interest surrounding this case, we believe our audience would benefit from hearing Mr. Crump's perspective directly.
Salute the Black man. Salute to everybody in that bitch.
We believe our audience,
y'all get along it. I want everybody to get along in the chat now. I want everybody to get along.
To give him the same opportunity, the same dignity to present to you guys just as well as I gave the boys that reached out to us. Let me continue. Officer Tatum values respectful conversations and welcomes dialogue with guests from a variety of backgrounds and viewpoints. He would appreciate the opportunity to give Mr. Crump a platform to speak directly to his audience and share his thoughts on the case. The interview would be conducted via video call, last approximately 30 minutes, and we are happy to work around Mr. Crump's schedule to accommodate his availability. Please let us know if there's any interest in coordinating an appearance. Thank you for your time and consideration. Grant put his stuff in there. They know it's coming from me. We have an official email where they can attach the domain to legitimacy on our show. So there's no Gmail or nothing like that. We have an official email. They responded to us, just so you know, on the 5th try and said they don't want to interview after they've seen 4 attempts. And that is proving, go back, let's put the date out there for people so they know that we are clearly telling you the truth. July the 16th at 9:30 a.m. Now let's go to the first time we got anything from Warren's stepmother. Let's go to that. So my executive assistant reached out or sent the message to Grant, my show director and producer. She said, "Hi team, I received this last night via our event forms," which is really not the form that a person would reach out to us on. They would reach out to us on a contact form, but this is the events form. It says, "Not sure if this is legitimate, but assume something we should follow up on. Please advise." So she sent the screenshot, which we redacted because we don't want anybody's personal information out there. It was a screenshot of the form and the contact information from Warren's stepmother. Then my executive assistant, who is incredible and absolutely brilliant, did her due diligence and said, from what I see online, she is indeed the stepmother of one of the boys involved in this case. And we put her name in there, that she's Ashley. My producer, show director, who's incredible at his job, said, "Calling her now." What time is this? This was sent to us at 9:33 a.m. on the 17th, which is nearly a full 24 hours. And then we see Grant here at 10:22 a.m. said, "I'm going to call her or call her now." Now let's go to the call log. This is Miss Cole.
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor? You've got to try
Get the lights up, gang. Come on, gang. Double tap that screen. Hit that sub button, man. We should have 100 subs when we leave off the lot. 100 or 200 subs. So when we leave, everybody hit the like and sub right now.
17,
everybody.
2026 at 10:23, which is a minute after he told my executive assistant for a call. The call lasted 8 minutes, as you can see. Now, how in the world are people out here saying that Officer Tatum only picked one side? Officer Tatum was just going out and looking out for the white man and looking out for the boys. I have never reached out to them to talk to them at all. I did reach out to Benjamin Crump. They ended up reaching out to me. That's why I accepted. I laid the foundation on how I started. Benjamin Crump never responded to me. They reached out to me. I said, "Okay, I'll give you guys an opportunity. Let's talk. Let's, and I had to vet them and make sure that they weren't sitting there lying to me and making up stories on my platform. And they had to vet me to make sure that I'm a legitimate podcaster, that I'm going to give the boys at least credence if they're on my show telling their story." We fly out there. We had no promise of an interview with none of the kids. The first day we got there, and I said this on TMZ, The first day we got there, we were invited to a dinner. We sat down at a dinner. There were a few boys, their parents, and I think one of the attorneys was there. And we sat down and had a dinner. They did not want to discuss details of the case with us at the dinner. We did, however, because one of the parents was zealous enough to say, look, man, just look at maybe 2 things that the person had, because they were eager to be like, they're lying about our kids. Look at this, they lying. And so we had maybe like a couple items like that that occurred during the dinner. And during the dinner, and people try to act like these families are, one of the moms was crying because of what this had done to the community. Not only for her children, but for Nolan. They knew Nolan. They were friends with Nolan. She's crying at the fact that this has all happened when this was Nolan's friends. And so that's how the dinner went. Moving forward, we went to Horn Island. We got more information from the other boys that were accused initially. I didn't talk to every single person that's involved in this. I only talked to 4 boys. 5 boys, if you add Tristan. So the 4 boys they originally accused, we talked to them, had some conversations. We went to Horn Island. Some things were described. They didn't want to be on camera. They didn't want to give us a statement, and I was fine with that. And then when I say statement, meaning on camera, then we went to the Airbnb that we had scheduled. We set up the thing. Eventually, they said, okay, Warren is going to give an interview. We said, all right, we already ready for him. Come give the interview. Warren was there. His lawyer was there. And then there was other people that was in Warren's team that was in another room separate from where we did the podcast. And I would argue they couldn't hear because it was way on the other side of the Airbnb. So with that being said, we did the interview with Warren. Before we started the interview, Tristan came over. I talked to Tristan and Warren before all that, and they were just talking. I don't know what happened, so I'm not interjecting anything. I'm just listening. And Tristan is saying a lot of incredible things that Warren was not privy to, because Warren and Tristan weren't on the same boat. They didn't come in and they didn't leave together. However, they are friends that share a same community friend group. Let's move forward. We interview Warren. Interview is over. We come back and we were like, okay.
Y'all hit the like and sub button for me, gang. Like the super chat and give sub for me, gang. Check the super chat and give sub. Turn the bit up for me.
Different pieces of the puzzle to put together because they were in different places.
I don't see no gifts or super chat. Y'all like that bit up for me.
Then we go, let's just interview Tristan right here. He's here. He seems like a very genuine young man.
Y'all support the channel for me. If y'all supporting, man.
I could not rehearse any of these things because I don't know none of what happened. I've only heard Benjamin.
We're here just rocking out, chilling early morning. We chilling.
Questions. If you watch the interview, I'm just asking basic questions of them. Like, well, do you know how did you get the phone? Why was his phone left on the boat? I'm asking basic questions that a journalist would ask of them, and they gave me. Now, I will say this. I verified nearly everything that they were telling me before I did the interview, because I was not going to go down to Mississippi and interview somebody that I haven't vetted that will sit on my podcast and tell a flat out lie. Let me just put this in perspective. I was not going to accept Warren or anybody to get on my podcast and say, I didn't have nothing to do with anything. Blah, 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 blah. And then after the podcast, the investigation yielded that they were primary suspects in killing Nolan Wells.
Hey, appreciate that super chat. Appreciate that super chat.
I don't need the interview. I'm already doing my thing. I had already been talking about the case before talking to anybody, and my coverage is premier. So when they were talking to me and giving me information before the show and at Horn Island and stuff, they showing me. I say, well, do you got evidence of this stuff? Yeah, right here. This is when I called Nolan's mom. Here's when I called her twice. Here's when I called the Coast Guard. Here's us coordinating together to go search for and helping the search for Nolan the next day. Here's who came with me. Here's all of our testimony. And I'm looking at them like, wow. We went out to Horn Island on the boat. They said, this is where we docked from. They showed me video of everybody getting on that boat, which we shared. And then we get on the boat, we go out there. We went the same path that they went. We went to Horn Island. They told me exactly where they believed they were at. And what was going on? They showed me video of them there and what was going on. Amateur photos and or amateur video, which we shared on social media, so y'all have access to all of that, or at least most of what they had. Some things it had other people in it, we couldn't show it because they are not associated, and they don't deserve to be doxxed. And then we didn't have their permission to share it. And then we go back and they explain the bilge pump and all that other stuff and what was happening and how they were sinking, and they were explaining all these boat terms that everybody that have ever ridden a boat or advocates of boat, you know exactly what they're talking about. But they were saying how it was taking on water and how it was water up to the batteries and all of this other stuff, and that they had to be towed out to get on plane, which means that once they get to a certain point, they can the water can begin to be dumped out. And as they keep going, it pulls the water out the back and all this other stuff that I have no idea because I never rid on a boat except that one time. So they're explaining all this, and they're explaining where they got towed to, and that they were here, and then once they got up to speed, they could go here. And then you can see on the GPS tracking in the Life 360 is that they were towed at a slow speed, and then all of a sudden they pick up normal speed. And that's because they had fixed the issue, and they ended up going where they needed to go. They showed me where they all were going to congregate at and have a party with Nolan and everybody else. They showed me all of these different components. And then we go do an interview. And there was nothing in the interview, I think, that caught me by surprise, because they had to show
hey, we got to go back to a couple of them interviews
they were
too.
being accused of.
We got to go back to a couple of
Gordon
them
was sitting
interviews.
right there in the room.
Y'all get the lights up, gang. Donate to the platform. Hit the super chat. Hit the gifts. Like that bit up. Hit the like and sub button. Everybody in here, that bit. Like that bit up. We're finna get in some more of them interviews. We need to go back to one of them interviews. Where they telling the truth? Was Nolan friend telling the truth in the interview, gang? Get the lights up, gang. Let's turn it. Hold up. Wait. Hold up, gang. Hold up. Wait. Wait right quick. Wait right quick. Hold up. Wait, gang. Let's go. Let's get into it. Come on, we got way more. Got way more to get into, guys. Let's go. And that bit dropped, boy. We got 500 when we get that in. God damn. Let's get into it. Hold up. Let's get into this one right here. Hold up, guys. I did want to show another one. Look. Oh, did I? It's out of the other one. Oh, I can go back to that. I ain't worried about that. I can go back to the other one. Let's get into one of them. When they were saying about the damn interview. Let's get into one of them right quick. Let's go to this one right quick, and then we're gonna get into some more. One more Nolan Well clip, gang.
In your friend group, having anything to do with Nolan's death?
No, not at all.
Let's get into this one.
So I saw you on television. You had an interview,
And then
and I
we
felt
got
like
another one
you
we're gonna play about the
laid
autopsy.
out a few things that I think the world needs to know and be
Yeah,
clear about.
we're gonna play the autopsy one
And
after this one, gang.
the first one is
I
the
told y'all we
relationship
got stuff to
that you had
play.
with Nolan. Can you
We
explain
chilling.
your relationship?
We're gonna play
with
something
Nolan?
about the autopsy too. Another
Yeah, I
one.
will. So his
Other
mom
than
got
stop
on TV,
seats
as everybody has
after
seen, and
this.
said that she didn't know me. And man, that
We
can't
got
be
one
further from the
more we're
truth.
gonna play after this.
Me and Nolan, I met Nolan in 9th grade in our second block class. It was math. He was one of the first guys I made friends with. It was somebody I made a connection to, like off rip. He was an athlete. I could tell he was an athlete. When I walked into class, we sat really close to each other. And all he did, turned around and asked me for a pencil when I first met him in 9th grade when I moved to Ocean Spring. Man, it was tough, and the relationship there has always been best friend in my eyes. I never wanted to take away how close somebody else was with Nolan, but Nolan was my best friend. That was a guy I knew I could call at any point in time. He called me at 11 o'clock on the 4th to see where I was parked at. Man, me and Nolan have countless nights of him giving me advice on my girlfriend, on my life in general. Nolan has been the only friend, and I love my friends and my best friend, and it's the person that ever tell me like he's proud of what I've done. He's proud of how hard I worked. He's proud of me going overseas to go play ball. That was my guy.
Salute to everybody in that bit.
My best friend.
Let's go. Turn that bit up for me.
Yeah, and so how does it make you feel when the media activists are coming out and alluding to the fact that you may have something to do with what happened to Nolan on that day?
Man, that hurts. It hurts is an understatement. I beat myself up every night I lay down. I beat myself up anytime it crosses my mind. Because in my head, if I wasn't drinking, if I didn't get into that altercation, maybe I would be able to do something. Maybe I would have saw something. Maybe I would have told Nolan, hey, man, you're not going with that girl. Just come back with us. We're going back a little bit later. We can go meet up with the guys later. Maybe.
Do y'all think the friend is telling the truth?
And then the fact that they're going to play that.
Do y'all think the friend is telling the truth, gang? Is he capping?
As is, and I'm blaming myself for it. Put that in my head is a next level of hurt that can't be truly explained. Because it's hard to put into words. Generally, it's backstabbing from a sense of a community that I thought I had with my skin color, and they stay so strong together. And I'm supposed to be one of them, but I come up and I speak, and now I'm the person to blame. Now I'm not dark enough for them. I'm not black enough for them, and now I'm the issue. It doesn't make sense. In my head, it doesn't make sense.
Was Nolan, I mean, obviously you were in a friend group, but the way the media makes it seem is that almost as if Nolan was the only black person in this whole friend group. Now, they don't even mention you. They don't bring you up in this thing when it comes to, what happened at Horn Island. So what's your take on Nolan being, presented as like the only black kid in a group of all these white boys?
That's crazy, man. I know we've spoken a little bit, but that friend group that I'm a part of to this day was the first friend group I was in when I moved to Ocean Springs as a new kid coming in. I never knew any of them. I known one, kind of, sort of, back from grade school because we went to the same private school together. But that was it. And him being the only black person, minority, any of that measure is insane. Our friend group is diverse from the max. Like, we have a mixed guy. I mean, we had Nolan in our friend group. There's an Asian a part of our friend group. There's a Latino that they're trying to perceive as white. He's truly authentic Mexican. His parents are from Mexico. They came over legally and they did everything right, and he's been here since. It blows my mind because our friend group is not a friend group that sees race. Our friend group sees what good you do for other people, what good you bring, and how the type of person you truly are and where your morals lie. That's one thing in common. Me and my friends might not agree on everything, but our morals align. Our morals know. So for them to even make that narrative up really shows you have no idea what it's like down here on the coast. You have no idea how tight-knit Ocean Springs as a community is. You don't understand it. You don't see the thousands of kids in the high school football stands cheering their team on. Nobody cares what color you are. We're there to have fun and to just live. And that's how Nolan lived. That's how I live now. I'm growing up and I have more big boy stuff, but in high school, all I cared about was going to hang out with my guys. And I mean, on a personal level that leads off of it, is like, it got me in trouble with my girlfriend just because I wanted to be with the guys. I never once thought, man, they look at me different. Man, I'm kind of an outcast to them. All their moms have always welcomed me with open arms. Anytime I needed anything, I knew I could call them and their parents, and they would do anything in the world for me. So with Crump pushing this narrative, it's wrong.
Yeah,
it's completely wrong, especially about our friend group.
Yeah, I find it, especially after talking to you, meeting some of the
That was family oldest food, nothing.
Like
going hard. Hey, shout out to
but can you
Doug
walk us
Wash
through just your
for the
perspective
$10 super chat.
from that day?
Nothing. He going hard for those young men. His mouth dry. It's not about him. It's about Nolan. Do the same for Nolan.
That went to Horn.
Do the same for Nolan. Yeah, we know how it go down there. Man, appreciate that super chat. Appreciate that D Wash. Appreciate that, gang. You might be on something. You might be on to something. Salute to D Wash, man. For real, for real. Appreciate everybody that's in here chilling with me, gang. Vibing out, rocking out, giving their opinion in the chat. I'm watching the chat. Y'all remember that. I always remember that Savage is watching the chat. Salute to everybody in that bit, man. For real.
Horn Island.
So I wasn't, clear that up. No, I was not on the boat with them. Yes, I was a part of the group that was supposed to go out. So the only reason why I did not go on the boat is I was offered, I got begged to go, but my uncle, we also took 12 people out on our boat, not including us two, so 14. And my uncle knows the passengers wouldn't have helped. Generally wouldn't have helped with anything. With that many people on a boat, you need a little bit of help. So my uncle was like, hey, can you just ride out with me and you can go do your thing throughout the day on the island? I don't care. I don't need you. I just need help to get out there and then pick everything up. Because I know all these people are going to be drunk and they're not going to want to do the extras that nobody sees about going out on the boat, right? And so I told Wyatt that, and oops, my bad. But I told him that, and I told him everything, which was go to plan. We were leaving a little bit earlier than them. I was gonna try to have a spot saved out. And Nolan calls me at 11 o'clock. I missed his phone call. Called me twice. I missed both of them. I saw Wyatt and Nolan on the boat. They pulled right in front of our boat. And they were screaming. I turned my head and I was like, yo, there's a spot over there, where they end up anchoring out. I helped them set their stern anchor. From the time they showed up until now, going back to it, 20 minutes before they left, I was with them. That's who I was with. I spent all day with them. Minus the morning time before they got out there, but from the time they got out there to the time they went back in, I was with them. Those are my friends, man. Those are my guys.
Yeah, I want to get a few more details.
I'm sorry about that.
I know that. Yeah, go ahead. I know that you were all over the news because there was a perceived fight. People, this is the thing that gets me, and I want to clarify this. When I saw the video that they put out on the internet claiming that Nolan was saying, "Give me my effing phone back," the coach came out. Nolan's coach came out and said immediately he knew it wasn't Nolan's voice, and obviously it wasn't Nolan's voice because you were the one
Yeah,
that
it's
was
me yelling. Yeah.
in there yelling, and you got into an altercation with somebody. What happened after that? Like, put me in your place where the fight is over, whatever happened, happened. Nolan is somewhere, you're somewhere, you're hanging out, and when was the last time that you saw Nolan before you left Horn Island?
So, after the fight, I didn't stay on Horn Island much longer. So the objective, I was really upset. So with you hearing me yelling, my uncle had told me to get on the boat and wouldn't let me back off the boat. Obviously, I was really mad and I wanted to fight, wanted to get off. What wasn't smart, man. And so I was on the boat, I'm yelling, and shortly after that, I left the island. I left probably 30 to 45 minutes after I got into a fight. We started to pack up and left because I was
Hey, y'all,
so
let's get
upset.
the
As Javon
let's get the 200
mentioned,
likes, gang.
that
We
they
at
were ready to get me
116.
back to land because I was
Turn that
really
bit up for
mad.
me.
I was genuinely really mad. But the last time I saw Nolan,
Is y'all
I
rocking
was
with Warren?
walking
Did
to the boat.
Warren tell
This
the
was before
truth?
the fight. It's me and my old lady. We had just got out of a group of people. Nolan was walking towards Wyatt's boat. I was walking in the opposite direction towards my boat. And I dabbed Nolan up. I made a slick comment about something, actually about the girl that he was with. I made a slick comment to him, us joking around, and I kept going. And not even 10 minutes after that is when I got into a fight. The last thing I told Nolan was, all right, buddy, I love you. See you later. And I'm glad I said it.
Why I always be like
Under the
that?
influence a
Last
little bit.
thing I
That's
said to
probably
him,
why I did say
I
it
love
this
you,
time,
brother.
just,
You always that
don't love
nigga,
each other,
brother.
but
You always that nigga. You gonna always be
I'm at
that
peace.
nigga.
I said it.
I love
I'm
you,
glad
bro.
I said it.
That was some alcohol talk.
That was my last
That be that
encounter with
alcohol
Nolan.
talk. That
Just
be
telling him I love him.
yeah, that be that
Did you
alcohol
have
talk.
any?
When he said I love you, bro.
So you leave the island.
I know how it is when
Did
you
you
feeling
have
good.
any encounters or association with these phones, with the keys? Did you have any connection to any of that?
I did not. So what I know, Warren started. I got my first phone call from Warren at about 9:20. I didn't answer it. I was asleep. I'd been on the boat all day. I didn't feel like going to party anymore. I went to bed. So I got my first phone call about 9:20, and I didn't wake up again until a little after 11 o'clock. And that was to my brother coming in the room being like, hey, Warren's trying to get a hold of you. You need to answer the phone. They're looking for Nolan. And I'm half awake, and I pick up the phone. And by this time, nobody had came to the house to grab anything. And Warren gets on the phone, and he's just like, hey, man, he was like, hey, have you talked to Nolan? Anything else? I was like, no, I haven't talked to him, man. He was with that girl last time I knew. And he was like, okay. He was like, man, we can't get a hold of him. We don't know where he's at. And I was like, man, it's Nolan. He's probably just out somewhere with that girl. Like, get a hold of the girl, you'll probably find Nolan. It's no big deal. And he was like, all right. He was like, but we're starting to freak out. We're getting on the phone with Coast Guard. I was like, okay. And at that time, he had already talked to his mom, Nolan's mom. And he was getting on the phone with the Coast Guard. And I'd called, I need to be specific about this. I did not call Warren's phone. I called another one of our buddies' phone, and it was on speakerphone. They were all together. I was talking on my other buddy's phone, talking to Warren.
Salute that bit. Salute
He
on there.
was dialing
Salute to everybody.
Coast Guard because he
Everything.
hung up the phone and was
Everybody.
like, hey, this is them, bye, and hung up the phone. And that was the last time I talked to him until the next morning when we all decided, when I woke up about 7 o'clock that morning, we had all decided that we were going to go out on the boat and go look for Nolan. Wyatt had already had his boat still in the water. We took that boat out. It was
What day are we talking?
So that's Sunday morning.
Sunday morning on the 6th, the 5th?
So it was Saturday the 4th was the 4th of July. The 5th was Sunday. We were on the water from 9:45 to 11:50, 12 o'clock era, about lunchtime. in the water. We talked to a rescue guy, and he told us to get off the water and said that they kind of had the island and the water under control. That's the professionals, man.
Yeah.
They told us to get on social media and find out any information we can. And by that time, we had already talked to a good amount of people out there. So it just made sense. So we went back in and we concluded our search and started the search off socials and started sharing everything we could and try to get a hold of anybody that could have talked to Nolan, that Nolan possibly would have reached out to. And that led into the night. It led all night long. I didn't sleep at all Sunday. Monday, I was up at 5 a.m. I was putting fuel in our boat at 6. I got told that we were taking out another boat to Chandelier at 7. So I put my boat back on the lift. And I went to McDonald's. And then I got the news after I left McDonald's that his body was found. So it was already a plan that we were going and searching and trying to do everything we possibly can. And that's all I wanted to do. Is I wasn't there to help him out in his last minutes, but now I feel like as a friend and as one of my guys, man, I do everything in my power to help now. And that's why I have reached out to the family. I have donated to the family, and I
So look at their hat.
Giving them
That death for YouTube, boy.
just your normal
Hey,
death gifts. I would
he
say,
sound like
as
Bruce. The back like a baseball player.
And
Straight up.
This video got
Shout out to Boosin',
8.2
man.
million views in 4 days. And the creator made over $4,000 from one upload. The crazy part?
Hold on.
They didn't spend a weekend editing.
I'm a big dog. A
Do
big
you
dog.
think
Yeah.
Benjamin Crump being involved in this case made it better or worse?
100,000 times % worse. Because why on the Tuesday after where has your civil rights been broken? Where has it been shown? You brought Benjamin Crump to stir up a community that's already tight-knit. Yeah, we might not be best friends with everybody, but I promise, if you're talking about Ocean Springs as a whole, Ocean Springs is going to have Ocean Springs back. 110%. We back each other. Everybody I've seen, we back each other. And for them to push this narrative and really push it, just shows me is like you have no idea who you're dealing with or who you're messing with. And I think he's taking the grieving parents and manipulating and turning this and making it sound all bad, because nothing's like that at all. No.
Have you gotten death threats? Or, because I know that the other young men that I spoke to about this, especially the white young men, they're getting all kind of death threats. They're being accused of killing Nolan. Did you get the same backlash and threats that some of those guys have gotten?
Yes, I've gotten the death threats per se, but I've also gotten the threats along the lines of where it's like I've been cast out of the black community. I've been called white. I've been called a wetback. All these things. I've been sent photos of me and my grandmother, and they've been told that she's the devil. She's just looking for the time to kill you. You need to be careful and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, man, if y'all want to know the story, the only people that showed up for me in my whole life has been my white side of my family. So for y'all to sit there and drag their name and to drag me down, and I'm supposed to be one of y'all, and you're supposed to have my back, and we're supposed to be in this together, and it's really eye-opening.
Did it shock you that it turned this way? Meaning that, you see everything happen. Nolan was your friend. From all the young men I talked to, it seemed like Nolan was the life of the party. Everybody loves Nolan. He gets along with everybody. Everybody's cool. And everybody feels like Nolan made them feel like everybody's his best friend, right? I mean, everybody felt connected to Nolan. Were you shocked that it turned like this? I mean, where this community was tight-knit, Nolan's friend group was tight. he ends up losing his life in an unfortunate situation, which nobody knows exactly what happened. Did it shock you that it turned into some racial thing?
Yes, racial, I do agree. Now, it going famous or going viral, that part didn't shock me. Thinking about it and being honest, like, that's not a surprise because everybody did love Nolan. Especially around here, everybody loved Nolan. So for people to repost that, they know Nolan. I mean, they know he did not have one hateful thing in his heart. And racism, no. That was a shock. That was a complete shock from his mom and from his stepdad. Like, that's a shock. That's an utter shock because it's like, first off, I don't know how to word this. Nolan wasn't fully black. Nolan's mixed. Nolan has a little bit of Asian in it.
Mm.
You don't hear that though. You don't. So to turn it as like somebody's harping down on Nolan because of the color of his skin, you don't know us. You don't know our community. It's crazy that people are just running with a lie. And it's so easy for people to believe it from the outside, looking into Mississippi's history, per se. But it's like, you're looking at history. Let's go to each state's history. I bet they're not the best with black people. Like, people change. You learn history so you don't repeat it. Everybody knows that.
What's the craziest lie that you've seen floating around there about this situation? I know there's a lot of mysterious things, but like, what to you, what's the craziest thing that you've heard somebody say about this?
That my buddy in the photo was his lover. That was wild. That's been the utmost craziest because it's like, what? Like, where'd you get that from? I mean, also the lies of just how racist Mississippi is, or how racist the coast is, and Ocean Springs, and yeah, no, you don't know this, man. Like, you have no idea. And what I thought was crazy lie from the beginning was he's the only black person on the boat. He's the only black person on the island. No, not at all. Like, not once. Like, where'd you get this background information from?
How many people are on that island from your vantage point?
On the 4th of July?
Yeah.
Thousands? 13 miles? Like, I mean, you're talking hundreds and hundreds of boats that are carrying minimum 4.
Y'all hit the like and sub button if you're new to the channel, gang.
Like, I'm talking
y'all like the gifts and
lower, man.
check out the gifts and super
smaller
chats for me,
vessels here.
gang. Support the channel for me.
Man, if
Salute
I had
to everybody
take
in
it,
that bit.
If I had to take a rough estimate, in
Can't
my
call all
area
y'all out.
of the island that I
Salute
was
to
in,
everybody in that bit.
400, 500 people easy. If I'm taking an actual estimate, about 400 to 500 people easy. In our group, in the group of, I would say, young adults that were in the group of Nolan Wells, 100, 150, 200 people.
So the idea that Nolan went out with 4 white boys and they took him to a deserted island and he was allegedly last seen with a girl and they just abandoned him. What do you say to that?
That's, no. From the time they left, including myself, and also when I left the island, I could have named 50 people I really trust behind the helm of a boat that Nolan knew, that he knew, that he could go talk to. Even if he was left, there was tons and tons of people out there. There was 10 boats that camped out at Horn Island. I know a boat that didn't leave Horn Island until 8 o'clock that night.
It's too much telling the host to be quiet and crazy work. Hey, I have to listen to him sometime, my boy. I ain't gonna cap Black Matt.
Nobody
Sometimes
would
I do
ever
have to be
see.
quiet.
Nobody. Take that back.
A
Nobody
lot of
would
people
have
that
ever
be want me to
left
be quiet, let shit
somebody
play.
on
Bet
Corn Island.
I ain't got no problem with
That's a
that.
place that everybody loves to go and hang out. That's their peace. Nobody wants to see anybody out there, especially in the boating community. And I can speak on that, like, genuinely. I grew up in it. That's absurd. It's absurd.
So can you help me understand the fight a little better? Because I interviewed Warren, who's your friend, and he had made mention that his brother was involved in the fight. So can you explain who actually started fighting, and were you fighting his brother, or were you fighting somebody else? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, and I can see now, especially, it's all been blown out of proportion. But
You say it's your show.
so
You right.
originally, I'll
But
go back
sometimes you
a
gotta listen to the
couple
chat
steps.
too.
Original me
I be trolling too when I
and
say
my
I ain't gonna
girlfriend,
cap.
we were
When I say I be quiet when the showdown going, I be trolling a lot of people too when I say that. That's all. I know this is my show. I just be trolling. That's all. They troll, so I troll too. Fuck it. Well,
I wouldn't even call it an argument. She was upset that I lost the lid to her koozie. I dropped it in the water. Generally speaking, that's how it started. And I dropped her lid, her new koozie in the water, and so she started to let me hear it and basically told me I was paying for it, and she was really upset with me and mad about it, and I needed to kind of sober up a little bit. And so we're walking back, and during that time, this guy that I'm not friends with, I know of him. I don't know him. I didn't even recognize him when I got in an original fight. He had butted himself into my conversation and basically was telling me how I needed to handle or address the situation with my girlfriend. And man, we weren't even yelling at each other. We weren't arguing. It was more along the lines of, I literally told her, I was like, man, I just want a beer. And she was like, well, go get one, blah, blah, blah. Well, when I said that, she had ducked her head underwater, and he had walked up, and he told me that I needed to watch how I talked to my girlfriend. And I looked at him, and I told him, I was like, this has nothing to do with you. We're good. This has nothing to do with you. And he sat there, and he was like, well, I'm going to tell you, I better not hear it again. And I looked at him, and I was like, you need to excuse yourself from the situation. And after I came out, he swung. He threw the first punch. And we went back and forth. I remember at one point in time, I look over and I see my uncle, and my uncle's yelling at me to get in the boat. I stopped fighting. As soon as me and him made eye contact, I got in the boat, I'm sorry. And I listened to my uncle.
And what was Warren's brother involvement in this?
And so I was getting there. So when I'm on the boat and they're trying to cool me down, I'm trying to get back off the boat. So I see the crowd forming up on the island. Well, my little brother and Carter are like really good friends, like best friends, I would say. He's over at our house all the time. Carter heard him still talking crap as he's getting out of the water, and I'm on the boat, and the situation is done and over with, right? Well, he sees him talking crap, so Carter gets up, and more along the lines of defending me. And for what? He was like, well, if you got a problem with Tristan, we can handle it right here.
So what's the racial breakup of these people that are involved? So the guy that you fought was
white. I'm the only black guy involved in this whole entire thing.
Yeah.
And at all. I mean, I don't know. Carter is white. The dude I got in a fight with is white. I was the only black guy involved with this. My girlfriend's white. My uncle's white. There was no other black guy involved. And I know Ben Crump tried to run with a story saying I was Nolan. Well, I was like, nice try. But there was another black guy on the island, so now your whole narrative needs to change again.
Right.
You know what I mean? But that was Carter's involvement, and that was kind of it. After the fight, man, I remember getting off the boat. I got off the boat, and I walked up to the island, and I was telling people, I was like, hey, I just need to cool off, let me be. This is after everything is dispersed. There was no crowd anymore when I walked off the boat. And I was like, let me be. Well, again, my uncle yelled at me, and I was like, I don't care what you're doing. Get back on the boat. We're leaving. So I got back on the boat and we left shortly after that.
And well, at least I know you from the interviews that you've done. Some of the other boys haven't spoken out at all.
Yeah.
You've had a chance to use your voice to put the truth out there. You did an interview with, I think, ABC. And you also did an interview with the Rolling Stones.
That was my first interview, yeah, with Rolling Stone.
The first interview was Rolling Stones, then ABC?
And then ABC, yes.
Now, from what you told me before this interview is that the Rolling Stones gave you a very fair interview. Seemed like the young lady who interviewed you articulated very clearly what you told her with no fluff, no nothing added.
And she cared. She really did care. And she made sure that what she was telling was the complete truth behind everything with me, with my uncle, and then also fact checking on her side as being in media. And it all aligned, man. And when they came out with that, it was really genuine. When I felt that, it brought me to tears because it was like, that's the truth. That's exactly how it needed to be worded. And I appreciated her. I appreciated her a lot. And we took her out to Horn Island this morning to do another little bit. But she's done well, and that's the truth. Her story is nothing but the truth.
Now, ABC, on the other hand, did they treat you fairly, or how did they go?
So, I don't want to say they treated me unfairly. The quotes that he used in the article, he did ask me for my permission on it. And
y'all hit the like and sub button if you're
him
new to the channel for me, gang.
to an extent. I changed up some stuff.
Donate to the platform. Let me see the super chat.
He didn't change.
Let me see the gifts. Turn me up. Turn it bit up. Donate to the platform for me,
That's really
gang.
what gets me, because that's what the main people
All
are
gifts are
listening to,
accepted.
right?
All
They're
super
not
chat.
going
You can
in
send
and reading
199
the
super chat. You want to?
really
Everybody in here
seeing
send
everything.
199
They're just
super
going
chat
off about
right now.
what's on TV,
Everybody.
because people don't like to read these days. But
199. I know y'all can do that.
how they
Everybody in here
made
can do
that
199
and
super
cut
chat. I
a
should have
lot of
like
my voice
50 199 super chat right now.
horrible. Sounded bad. I didn't like it.
$2 ain't bad.
I didn't like that side of it, but it already aired.
$2 ain't bad.
And at one point, I could have sworn you said that you didn't feel comfortable doing the interview on camera.
Yes.
And did you do that because you didn't want to be visibly promoted on television, or what? How did that?
So the side of that, and I didn't want to be on camera for two main reasons. I never wanted to do an interview and get famous. I never wanted any attention, per se, famous attention. I don't care about the negative side of it. I'm doing what I think is right. I never wanted any positive attention, let's say. All I wanted to be is for my guys to know that I had their back, and I got Nolan's back, and I didn't want the investigation especially on social media side, I guess, and with Ben Crump and their legal team, to go down the wrong path at all. That was my sole purpose, to tell the truth and to clear up lies. When I talked to ABC, they wanted to do an in-person interview, and I told them no. I told them no because I'm getting death threats, and I don't like them. It is what it is. I'm not putting myself out there any more than I need to. And I'm not getting to sit behind the camera and so for somebody to watch me talk about my best friend. And I told him, I was like, if you want to do an article, it's okay.
Like I see a super chat in there bit. Look up.
Do the article on that side of it.
Oh, shout out to Ray Sean for that 199.
I never originally wanted to go on TV, period. He convinced me into only using my voice, which now I regret, and I wish I would have just sat in front of a camera so you can visibly see the cuts. But they manipulated that interview pretty well. They made it sound a lot worse. And I know for a fact, most of that interview, you can't understand me because I was in tears the entire time talking about it. When he asked me about Nolan's death, and he put it if you listen to it carefully, he cuts it and I just say die. Nobody wants to see him die. I don't talk like that, man. It's not what I said. I did say died during at one point in our interview, but I said we didn't want to see his life being taken from us, period. They didn't put that. They twisted some things around, and they almost made a different narrative to where it's like, now people are coming out and lying. And it's like, man, no. And I
was wondering if you were gonna, I remember I was like, I could have sworn he said he didn't want to be on camera, and they put your picture all over the news. I mean, how did you feel about that? Was that something that you were okay with them doing it, or?
I kind of accepted it. I accepted it because I gave Rolling Stone permission to do it. So I know that's where they probably got that original photo of me and him standing next to each other.
But still, that's kind of weird that you tell them, oh, I don't want to, even if you gave you the permission of Rolling Stones, you go, I don't want to be on camera, and they put your picture up there on camera anyway.
I agree. It is weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's odd, but generally speaking, man, like, I'm worried about my family's safety, but I have no regrets in what I've done and what I've said. Not one. I sleep better at night now that I've spoken up, and I felt like I've done my part of the good, and I'm willing to help any other time if anything else pops up that I can't help with. And I genuinely just want the truth to be heard about it all, and it kills me and it breaks my heart that my best friends are going through this. Like, this is at home. This isn't something I'm just watching through a screen, listening to you talk about it or listening to somebody else talk about it. I'm living this. I'm getting the calls from my buddies crying, asking me how I'm not scared out of my mind. How am I okay dealing with all this?
So,
just you, building your app on base 44. Describe it.
So one thing that kind of stood out to me, there was a big contradiction on television, was you said in your interview that you were really, really good friends with Nolan, his best friend. Nolan's mother said on television that as if she don't even know you, and she don't know who you are, and you're definitely not, at least is what she alluded to, you're definitely not his best friend. So what's the truth in that, and how did that affect you? How did that make you feel?
So she originally touched, and she said that we weren't childhood best friends, and she's not wrong. She's not wrong. I moved to Ocean Springs in 9th grade. I met Nolan in 9th grade, as I've stated in my Rolling Stone interview. Nolan was my best friend though. She can believe it or not, that was my best friend. No, me and her never had a sit down in-depth conversation like me and you're having now. It was always, hey, how are you doing? I've been to her house multiple times. I've taken Nolan to school multiple times. I've left my vehicle at her house multiple times, even including the new vehicle I just got. Has gotten left at her house for 2 days. And I just got it. I haven't even had it for 4 months. My vehicle before that stayed at her house for almost a week. Me and her son went on trips together. We went to Florida for spring break together. You don't know me? I'm in all these homecoming
So he was saying, dang, went on all these trips and you don't know who I am?
Me and Nolan are standing
I
next
brushed
to each
my
other.
teeth at his house. We played with big trucks
Nolan's
and
last
toys
name
together. You don't know me? The way he's
My
saying,
last name at
y'all.
one
Not
point in time
me.
was Walker.
The way he's
We were
saying.
by each other in the alphabet when we graduated. Man, that's mind-boggling. It's insane. Me and Nolan have multiple classes together. Me and Nolan has always stayed tight. Nolan has always known that he could call me whatever. And like I've mentioned, like
Salute to everybody in
I got
that
a
big
phone number
game.
2 months ago. Nolan was the only friend that had my phone number out of the friend group, and I still call them my best friends. But we communicate on other social medias. But it's like Nolan called me on the day to meet up with me on the 4th out there. But we weren't good friends. We weren't close friends. And when I say best friend, man, I don't want to take away anybody how close they were to Nolan. But when I think of a best friend, I think of Nolan. Somebody I can call, somebody that I've stayed up and I've cried to. That was one of my best friends, generally speaking. She might not think it. That's okay. Me and Nolan knew knows where we stand with each other, and period, and Nolan knows that.
Yeah, I appreciate you sharing that. You know, with interviewing with me, right? You know, we came out here to Mississippi. We just wanted to give the boys a voice, give you guys a voice. And I'd say all the other outlets that you could have spoken to, why do you feel that you wanted to talk to me tonight?
Honestly, I'm a big fan. I know when I look at news articles, big news articles, obviously, and then I know you talk on them, I make sure I watch the full thread of videos. I think our morals align alike, and when we spoke off camera, like, it didn't seem like you were out here like another news reporter that just wanted the next big story. Like you just said, it's like you genuinely wanted us to have a platform to be able to speak and to be able to tell the truth, and that's what I like. And I know I don't know, talking to Warren and knowing Miss Katie and being close to them and them trusting you was like, okay, I could sit down, I can have this conversation, and we can go through it, and we can have the interview on camera, and people can see me, really, I guess you could say, and talk about it and whatnot.
I appreciate that. I really do. And my last question, you know, with all this stuff going on, and you knew Nolan very well, what do you think how Nolan would feel about how this all has transpired with Benjamin Crumb, with, you know, the statements from his mom, with the accusations against you and his other friends? You know, how would you think he would address this or feel about this?
Well, I know people like these would turn over in his grave. If Nolan could dig himself out of his grave right now, he would. No doubt. Nolan would be livid is an understatement. Nolan would never want anything pursued this way at all. I think he would be really upset with his parents about how they went about the situation. I think he generally would. I don't think he wouldn't support it. I know that for 110%.
How the real he wants support?
Any
But listen, wait.
I think he would want the truth.
Before we get up out of
answers.
Hello, wait. Before we get up out of here, before we end the screen, cause we gotta go, gang. Before we end the screen, how in the world he wants support? He want to know what the hell happened to him too. I know if Nolan was here, he want to know what happened to him too. Cause it's like we still don't know what the fuck happened to Nolan. He just turned up on the live on the fucking damn beach or whatever they found him at. 2 days later, cause I looked it up. I said how long it took for them to find Nolan Wells, and the Google told me, or whatever the information said, it said it took him 2 days to find Nolan. Y'all didn't know where the fuck he was at for 2 days long, and I ain't saying that y'all did it or not, but something fucking happened. Did he just pass out and fall in the water, or what? God damn, why I'm waiting where everybody just beating around the fucking bush, twirling their fucking thumb? What happened to this fucking child? Was it just accidental or what? Everybody hiding the damn results and everything. What the fuck we hiding? Put it out real quick that nothing happened like that to him. Put it out. Cause you're gonna have people like me investigating, saying, damn, what happened to Nolan? Why is we sealing his fucking records if nothing happened to him? If nothing happened to him, why are we sealing the records? No, we're gonna save this to court here. Let's save this. Nah, didn't Ben Crump come out and said everything is undetermined with his private investigation? So why now we hiding everything? Let's put everything on the fucking line. What everybody running around hiding under the fucking bed for? What we doing? I'm just being honest, gang. Why nobody can't know the fucking truth? Why everybody gotta just say this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened, this happened, that happened? We wasn't there. I wanna know the fucking truth. Did he drown or not? I'm done, bro. That's why I don't be commenting on these videos like that. Because I be sitting back listening to everything, that a lot of shit that they present to us is really bullshit. You remember what the dude said in Training Day? He said, why you read the newspaper? He said, I read it because it's not 100% bullshit, but it's entertaining. That's why I read it. Man, let's go, man.
But he wouldn't go about it like this. He wouldn't let us get dogged out like this. If Nolan could have spoke up, he would have already said something about our friend group and saying, yo, y'all are on the wrong path. Generally speaking, he would be mad. Like, he would be mad. And I don't understand how people don't see that and how people are just okay with even some of his, I guess you could say, other best friends, man, how they were coming out and how they're acting behind it. It's like, man, Nolan was never like that. Nolan was an aggressive, threatening person. Don't get me wrong, Nolan would defend himself if he needed to defend himself. Nolan was loving and kind. Nolan was the furthest thing from a fight. Furthest thing from a fight. And I remember personally, I was in a heated argument and Nolan comes up cracking a joke and I'm like, bro, it's not even worth it. Like, come on. And it's like, that just shows his character wouldn't be like this. I know he wouldn't want people chanting at his funeral. I know that for a fact. Nobody would want me or the rest of our friends to get dragged through like this. I know he would want all of us to feel comfortable going to that funeral, and all of us didn't because we're scared. And that says a lot. That says a lot. We're scared to go in our own town to who we called our best friend. We're all over his socials, man. Like, I don't know how you're discrediting and thinking that we could have hurt him. We could have known somebody that hurt him. Because like I told everybody, I would put myself in whatever position he was in 100 times before I let him pass away. And I mean that. I genuinely mean that. That dude, he was so loving and so kind. It was just wild. It's crazy. It's wild and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you having the courage, man, to come down here and talk to us, give us your point of view. And I say this, like I said to Warren, man, my whole objective is that, man, I was watching an injustice happen before my eyes. And an injustice meaning that the other side wasn't presented. And people that don't live here came into this town and shook it up, brought racism in it. And based on everybody's statement that I hear about Nolan, is that they didn't represent what he stood for.
No.
And they bastardized his character, and in my opinion, this is my opinion, to make money and build a GoFundMe instead of trying to actually get to the bottom of what happened to him. And none of this have I seen any of the activists pursue what actually happened. Somebody could have seen something, and instead they're going after dead ends simply because of race, simply because of convenience, instead of pursuing any other lead or any other notion of somebody knowing what happened to Nolan. So I thank you for coming out here, man. It took a lot of courage, putting your face out there, putting your name out there, putting the statements out there. Some people are going to be mad at you, but I'll tell you, like I told Warren and all other boys, is that I got your back, man. You tell me the truth. I appreciate that. You being a good man, doing what's right. I got your back, man. And I appreciate
fucking hat turned to the fucking back. Well, my hat turned to the back too, but I ain't gonna lie, my hat turned to the back too. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all see my fucking hat.
You want to take a sip of your drink? Because you're going to need it for this guy.
I ain't gonna lie, my hat turned to the fucking back too. I'm gonna be honest. Mine turned to the fucking back too. I understand. But I ain't gonna sit here. If I knew something happened to somebody I was around, y'all actually think I'm gonna keep it in the street? No, I'm gonna let the fucking police know, hey, y'all, such and such happened. No. I seen this. But I don't know, bro. I'm confused if something happened or not. There's too many stories coming out, gang. There's too many fucking stories coming out. Everybody saying this happened. Oh, no, check this record. Oh no, check this out. Oh no, check this out. Oh no, check this. Every time we check something, we be like, God dang, bro, I wasn't there, y'all wasn't there. What can we fucking believe? They done seal the fucking autopsy into court. But Benjamin Crump, it was okay for him to unrelease his autopsy, his private, yeah. It was okay for him to release his, but nah, we're just gonna save ours on the court. We're just gonna save ours on y'all. Just wait the court to present that. For what? See, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'ma chill because maybe I'm getting angry and upset over no reason. Maybe he just drowned. Maybe it was just an accident, y'all. It was just coincidence. He drowned. Don't worry about it, y'all. Everybody just go back to your normal lives. Don't worry about it. He drowned. Let me tell you how I feel, gang. If he drowned, why haven't they come forward? Here come all the trolling. What's up, Paul Perry? What's up, Dan? In the room, Nolan music. In front, I don't even know I want to play the next clip. Because all this is a waste of our time, gang, if y'all know it or not. A lot of this is a waste of our time. A lot of it. All of it. All of it. Everything going on waste our fucking time. They out here fucking bird feeding us with information when they know the truth already. I'm telling y'all. Was he unalive or was it an accident? If it was an accident, why they had to seal it? Listen, y'all, think about this. If it was an accident, right? Think about it. Just think about this, and I may be wrong. I'm just throwing something out there. I wasn't there, y'all wasn't there, but I'm just throwing something out there. If it was an accident, though, gang, listen. It if it was an accident, why they had to seal it? I'm saying if it was an accident, why they couldn't just come out? It just was an accident. He drowned. Why can't they tell us that? Why they gotta seal it? Why you can't just come out and just say he was drowned? Just let us know that. That's all you gotta do. Why you gotta seal it? Why seal it? Why seal it? That's what I'm asking. I'm just asking those questions, and I could be wrong. I'm not saying I wasn't there. What happened? I can't tell y'all what happened to Nolan. I wasn't there. I know damn sure a lot of y'all wasn't there. But can we use our fucking brain game? Why did they seal it? Why they waiting to court to present this to a jury? Why? 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 I don't know, gang. Why you ain't come out? Remember? Okay, Ben Crump did a private autopsy, right? He did a private autopsy, right? Right or wrong now? What it came out to be? Undetermined. Fast. Fast. Now this main autopsy. Oh no, y'all. Shh. Shh. Y'all gotta Y'all gotta wait to court to hear the results. We can't tell y'all right now. Wait till court and then we can tell y'all. Why? They didn't say that about Big Crump autopsy. Who the fuck lying? So is Big Crump lying about his autopsy? What's going on here? Oh, am I tripping? I might be tripping though. You know what? I might be tripping. I might be tripping, gang. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it, gang. There I go tripping again and shit. There I go tripping. My bad. Don't think about what I said, cause I might be tripping. Yeah, keep y'all own thoughts. Don't worry about what I said. Yeah, don't even fucking worry about what I said. Why? Why should you? Why should you? What? We got like 10 more minutes. We got like 10 more minutes in here, gang. Get the lights up. We got 10 more minutes on this live, gang. We'll be at 3 hours. Let's hit 10 more minutes. Well, I say 11 or 12 more minutes. We got like 11, 12 more minutes in here, gang. Let's get the lights up real quick. We got one more video we'll get into before we get up out of here. But this just so crazy, bro. The whole fucking situation is crazy with this Nolan Wells situation. Everybody done got out of line. Everybody went overboard. Everybody went under. Everybody. Everybody done went overboard. Can we get our fucking mind right? Or what? We're just gonna keep going with the flow. Everybody just gonna keep going. Oh yeah, this maybe happened. This every time somebody presents something, it had nothing to do with telling us what happened to fucking Nolan, right or wrong. Every time somebody come out with something, nobody say no real facts what happened to Nolan. Every time somebody come out with something, it lead us to a fucking dark end still. Oh yeah, you know he was on cocaine. Oh yeah, you know they was lit up. Uh, did they tell us that what led to his unaliving? That he was on cocaine and he was lit up? Did what? What? Man, yeah, right, bro. Yeah, right, bro. Y'all just sitting up here listening to everybody. Y'all sitting. See, that's the thing. We sitting up here just listening to everything we fucking hear. Put our thinking caps on. What is they telling the at the end of the day, everybody just speculating. This happened, that happened. Oh yeah, well you know such and such friend said this. His friend said this. Oh well, you know that didn't happen. Oh well, no. Why is he talking about me? Oh, you know, I was the first one that said what happened to Nolan. Oh no, we heard from Nolan. Oh no, so when we seen Nolan, he was lit. Oh no, when we seen Nolan, he wasn't lit. Oh no. I'm telling you, he was with a girl. I'm telling you, the girl had something to do with it. Shut the fuck up. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of y'all this damn YouTube shit, bro. I'm for real. Y'all just be down just talking, just saying shit. Just saying shit, bro. I tell you what. Hold up, gang. How many minutes we been at? 2 hours 52. Well, we got like 8 minutes left, gang. This is crazy. I don't care what nobody say up in here. I said what I said. After I done said what I said and showed what I showed, who cares what somebody got to say now? I done proved my point. What we got? We can't really find them out to court. Leave it up to them. All we can do is just sit here and speculate. For what? They ain't telling us shit. Yo, I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here though, guy. I know everybody gone. I'm gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. We're gonna still keep our eyes on the Nolan Well case though. No cap. We keep our eyes on this shit. We're gonna keep our eyes on it. No cap. We ain't got no choice but to keep our eyes on it, be real with you. For real, for real. Salute to everybody that came through and showed love on this channel though, for real. Salute to everybody that showed love with the gifts. I'm talking about everything. Salute to everybody that showed love with the gifts and everything, man. Show love with the gifts, super chats, everything, gang. We're gonna keep our eyes on this Nolan Well case. That was crazy with the case what we talked about earlier with the Hammer case. That was crazy. Yeah, that was crazy, for real, for real. This case here crazy. Everybody saying this and saying that. But what we really got? Do we got really evidence? Do we got real evidence that them boys did that to Nolan? We need real evidence. that them boys did that to Nolan, gang. We need real evidence, gang. I ain't gonna lie. But a lot of y'all probably saying, yeah, he did it, whatever. It got it all everything y'all saying it gotta be presented to a jury, gang. The jury has to be proven to that these boys did that to Nolan, gang. We gotta wait. Like they said, they only can present it they only present his results to the court. So we have to wait, gang. I know it's effed up. I understand. They ain't savage. They effed up. Why we gotta wait the court? I understand. I'm asking why too, but I don't know why. Shout out to Doe B. Doe B was saying that I don't know why. I said I don't know why. For real, for real. Man, shout out to that nigga Doe B. For real, for real. But long live Nolan. Whatever happened to Nolan, R.I.P. to Nolan, bro. For real, for real. I hope your family get justice if something happened to him. And I hope he still get justice if nothing happened to him. I hope they get clarification what really happened to Nolan. I don't wish no bad on nobody what they got going on with this Nolan Well case. I ain't got no dog and no fighter saying this person need to be that and this person need to be that. That's not me, gang. Whatever happened to Nolan, we pray he get justice if something happened. If something happened, we pray he get justice. If nothing happened, we pray he still get justice. Let everybody know nothing happened. But everybody just got running around saying this. Everybody saying this. Everybody saying that. Let's wait and see what's really what, gang. I know it's looking rocky right now. Everybody 50-50 with this, and everybody 0%, everybody 100%, everybody 100% with this, everybody 0% with this, everybody 30%, 40%. You know, all type of percents. All is percents, percent. Let's wait and see what's what, gang. Let's sit back and see what's what. I told y'all the other day, we ain't got no trouble. Sit back and wait. Every day we wake up, it's something new that's going on with the Nolan Wells case. Let's sit back and wait and see what's what with this case. Hit that like, sub, and notification bell as well. I appreciate everybody that donated and stayed in here and rock dot and argued in the chat your opinion. Y'all always understand. I watch the chat. I used to read it a lot. I stopped reading it so much because a lot of people say don't talk on the video, which is a good idea because y'all trying to see what we're going. Y'all trying to see what's going on whatever I show. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody that came through this live and showed love and sat in this bit and see what was going on. We got more lives coming. We're gonna keep going every day on this bit. We go live every day. We ain't taking no breaks. Hey, if we have to take a break, it'll probably be rare. It'll probably be a day break, but if it be a day, but listen, gang, we go live with it bit every day. We're talking about everything that's going on in the media. Not everything, but mostly. Well, mostly some stuff that's going on. I ain't gonna say everything in the media, but mostly some stuff. Need to start speaking on some other topics that's been going on too. Salute to everybody that came through. Salute to all y'all, gang. Hit that like, sub, and subscribe button. We'll come back with some more Nolan Well news, some more other news. Man, gonna be out. We talk about all type of stuff. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell as well. Get your membership. Memberships are free too. If it's your first time getting membership, it's gonna be free for you. Let me know you F with me. Get your memberships, gang. Support the channel. The rewatchers, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Man, get your membership. Memberships are only $1.99. That's it. It's only $1.99. You get it for free, then $1.99 to go up, whatever level you want at the membership, gang. Salute to everybody here, man. We gone. We gone, y'all. W y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. We'll be live probably later on again. For sure. If not, we'll be live again tomorrow. No cap. Hit the like, subscribe, notification bell as well, gang. We're gonna be back to cover what's going on, trending. We're gonna be covering whatever's going on, gang. Remember, we got a lot of cases coming up. Lil Durk, Mo3, you name it. YMW, Medley, Nipsey. We got Big U. We got as I was talking. I just talked about Big U on the live earlier this morning. I did, and Future. Check that out too. But it's just a lot. Just check my page out on some lot of lives I've been doing lately, gang. Check it out. Hit the like, subscribe button as well, gang. W, gang. I'm gone. W, everybody that came through. It's savage. Appreciate y'all, gang. W's.